late night, early morning live stream. It's me, TCC, the guy who slept in. How's it going, everyone? All right, first of all, sorry I started so late. We started a whopping 2 hours late. I guess I fell asleep on top of my cell phone, and then my cell phone must have given up on trying to wake me up. I don't know. It did not keep ringing. What's up, Alex? I ought to give somebody like my phone number, and then if I'm late for the stream by too much, they like attempt to call me or something. I don't know. Somebody who works at night. All right. Bruh, says Mike Side. Mike Side, you're still up? Hello, mister. Could you check Discord when you have time? I'm Pekka. All right, Pekka. Oh, here it is, Pekka. Oh, it's Mr. Iro Suwokas. He would like 3 spots in the Sublist for an Amazon gift card. We could do something like that. I think that would be possible. I think that worked last time. I just have to actually sit down and redeem the Amazon gift card and all that stuff. Christian W says, way too late. Yeah, get ready, guys. It's going to be a shorter stream with fewer people watching as a result of how late I was. I'm still here. I wish I had not slept in. I wasn't trying to. My alarm clock just didn't wake me up. And I guess my internal clock didn't either. Normally, my body wakes me up. So usually I can't sleep in because my body's so concerned about going live. So, but I don't know. I must have been missing a lot of sleep. How much for Realm of Gods DBZ? Just finished laying pipe. Oh, Ruben's he's a plumber. Okay, cool. Nice, man. We need plumbers. We'll especially need plumbers in the post-war, post-apocalypse. After the nuclear fallout, we're going to need some plumbers. Mr. Still not missed a day. Technically, that's true, but I missed 2 hours of a day. How's the pack break looking? It's just Mr. Michael Riccon all by himself. Help, guys, help! Speaking of the pack break, we got some other vintage cards, which is something I wanted to announce tonight, but we'll be talking about it more. So we'll make this the thumbnail probably in the next stream because this stream is so late, there's no point. We have a booster box of Platinum Rising Rivals, and you can see this is from, where is it? 2009. So it's quite old. What does that make that? That makes that 13 years old, I think. So this is a 13-year-old booster box, quite old. And it's got a lot of great pulls in it. Especially, I liked the Level X Alakazam and the Level X Snorlax. I think those are both really good chase pulls in this set. And I imagine they're probably worth a lot of money. They're probably both really low pop. And not just that, but a lot of the common uncommons are quite good. So if you look the set over on Pokélector or whatever website you use, a lot of the cards that can be like hollow or reverse hollow are quite good in this box. So that's why he got picked. That's why I had already done a lot of research by the time I decided to come across this box. Send the Amazon gift card. Redeem it when you have time. No rush with the order. Oh, okay. Well, here, I'll just go add you to the sublist now. So anyways, we now have box break number 2, which is a vintage box. We're going to do $245 per spot. It gets a little more expensive on the second half of the list. This is to reward the people who come over here and they wait a long time. Because typically the people who get into the box break earliest, they wait a long time. So, all right. And we have the large main list over here. You can see I've added 2 spots down here. That's for the vintage box break. So now the large contains a pack of the Platinum Rising. And where's the sub list? Okay, so Eero wants 3 spots in here. Mr. Eero. There we go. Mr. Eero. That leaves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 spots remain. All right, let's go over these lists a little more. You saw these, you saw these. The only one you haven't seen, I guess, is the bird. The bird's at 313. Can you believe how far we've come? He used to be 2,000. Really wild. Just $1 a day, really. $1 a day, and he goes all the way down. Okay, I'm glad I went live because we're going to have a bunch of pre-orders to take care of, I imagine. I feel sorry for those guys because they're probably hoping to see their pre-orders open live. And maybe this is one of the risks of the pre-order. Maybe I'm late. You know what I mean? So let me run over here. How many people we got watching? Just 59. What is this? Is this still Zelda? Maku Trees theme. Whoa, I've never heard of this one. Now, where are they? Let's see. Michael, who's that guy? Here I am transferring tax money over. Tyler Davis bought the bulk box. Then we got Connor Schmigelski. This is $10 toward my Lugia slab away. I sold my alternative art Luminion V in my bag to someone that has a bag with you under the name Finnegan. Could you move that card to his bag? I guess I could. All right, Connor, let me go ahead and apply that to your slab away. Let's see. Mr. Connor. I don't like to facilitate trades. Let's see. Lugia. Connor Schmigelski, you will be over here. Mr. Connor. Is Realm of the Gods on the menu or incoming? It's incoming. Realm of the Gods is incoming. Okay, there's the Luminion full art. Mr. was flexing his Delta Species cards. Nuh-uh. I don't have any of those. What are you talking about? Don't be spreading falsehoods. Did you like those? I've been collecting those a little quietly a little while back. I think I got them at a pretty good price point. And I noticed, last time I looked them up, I noticed they'd gone up in price. So that's cool. I just really like the stamp. That's it. And, you know, I'd been collecting Rocket Return, so of course I was aware of them. Christian Palo says, day saved. Nice, I was thinking of getting a box myself, but will order from you yes. So, some people will wonder, why will I want to buy into Mr. TCC's box break? It's a nice way to guarantee that you do not have a weighed pack or a tampered with pack or a searched pack, right? So somebody could tamper with the pack. That means they could open it up and then reseal it. They could weigh the pack to find out if it's heavy or light. I don't know if that works with platinum. And then the other thing is they can search the pack. So basically what searching occurs when somebody opens like the box a pack at a time until a big hit comes out. And then once the big hit comes out, they sell off the rest of the booster packs. So none of those things are possible in a box break. Now, what you could do is you could run off online and you could buy an individual pack. I would never personally do that. I myself would prefer to open packs from a box break. And that is because you just get better pull results. There's a lot of those things going on, weighing, searching, tampering, because there's so much money involved. So yeah, there's a reason why the booster boxes cost a little more than a loose pack. Anyways. Plus, you get to be in the live stream. How cool is that? You get to be in the box break on the live stream. And if the card's on the table, we can get it graded. Are the reverse hollows stamped? Not in Platinum Rising Rival, no. But, you know, we'll show off the box again tomorrow night. Tomorrow night, we'll go on Pokelector and show all the pulls live that you can get from Platinum Rivals. We're not going to do it tonight because we started so late, which is unfortunate. Okay, Connor. Next up, we have Kip Saxon. He says, hey, Mr. I was watching through the video and saw that you may have put Kip F's Opus 1s in my bag. Kip, he caught it too, and he told me right away, and we got it fixed. Yep, you guys are both named Kip. I didn't think there were two Kips for some reason. Seems kind of like a rare name almost, Kip. And I apologize, but we did get it fixed. Mr. The U.S. stopped buying oil from Russia. I heard about that, Alex. Prepare for the cost of living to go up. I don't know if that's good for Pokies or bad for Pokies. It's bad for Pokies if people can't afford food and oil. It could be good for Pokies if the government starts printing stimulus checks. But, you know, it really feels like we're in the financial downward spiral as a country. If we start printing checks again, it will cause so much inflation. It will cause crazy inflation if that happens. So I don't know what they intend to do. But the United States was already in bad shape financially. This could, of course, also be another reason why Putin is not scared of us, because he knows financially we are a train wreck. Ray Richard says, thank you, Biden. Not just Biden. If you're talking about finances, pretty much every president has contributed significantly to the national debt since, I guess, George Bush. So they're all guilty of it. And that's because they discovered the United States people do not punish them for wasting money and for causing us to go into debt. And, yep, so that's it. Think of all the money we spent in the Middle East. And we didn't accomplish anything over there, in my opinion. Okay, now, except for killing people who shouldn't have been killed. A bunch of innocent people died. Coeli Jimenez says, can you mark the payment as shipped? I was reading that doing that should release the funds into your account. That definitely, that sounds like a bad idea. Mr. Coeli, when it comes to that much money, if I have not shipped the item, I cannot claim that it is shipped. It has to have actually been shipped. So I don't know if it would actually release the money into my account, but I know that especially with PayPal, you don't want to mess around with the lying about, the details of what's happened with the transaction. So maybe I would test it out on a cheaper transaction, but definitely not the big transaction. We can double check since we're live right now. Let's double check and see if it's still pending. But when it comes to shipping is really important to PayPal. They use shipping it's a very important detail for them. They want to know the status of the transaction between me and you. And if I claim the item shipped and you have proof that it is not shipped, PayPal can punish me pretty bad for that. So we can't do that. PayPal get pretty mad at you if you do that. All right, so give me a minute. It's very similar to just having opened the product for you before the money arrived in the account. So it's just not a good idea. Come on now. So we're looking at Mr. Coeli, and you got the $125 payment still pending, and the $1,000 payment is still pending. They're both still pending. Did you call PayPal? What did PayPal actually say about these pending transactions? I'm curious. Why are they saying it's still pending? Is it PayPal or is it your bank? I wouldn't be surprised if it's just your bank. Because you have other transactions that have gone through fine. So I'm betting it's your bank, man. Your bank's probably like doing some kind of security check, and PayPal's just going along with it. That's my suspicion. Dontrell Davis, pre-order live ship, just my CGC returns. You got it. All right, Dontrell Davis. Careful, mister, says PokeSly. What am I being careful about? Is this the new time for the late night stream? No, because we'd have to call it the morning time stream if it was. Now, how many slabs did Dontrell Davis have? Give me a minute. Let's see, Dontrell Davis. Those damn banks. Give me my money. Did I just get an ad from stamps.com? Switching to UPS ground will save you money. What? Speaking of which, I have to drive up to USPS today. Just got a bunch of notifications that my packages have not finished shipping, and that it's believed that USPS is holding them. Why are they holding them? I don't know, but that really upsets me. People pay a lot of money to have their items shipped to me, and then they don't want to ship it. So I'm very frustrated. It's a late stream. We have 121 people. We started the stream 2 hours late, and we will probably have fewer viewers as a result, probably about half as many, and the stream will be shorter too. So I apologize for that. I'll try to be on time. I usually am. Jose Maldonado. Hi, mister. Can I get a box of chili rains? Okay. Well, the first step to that is we'll need a fresh case of chili rains. I'll be right back. Let me go get them. right, here I am. Got a couple boxes here. Ooh. Oh! Give me a second. I'll stack these up over here. All right. So this is for our friend Jose Maldonado. I hope he's watching. Pokies, sleep, repeat. That's right. No 2-hour hanky-panky, mister. No, there was no hanky-panky at all. How much do you love your job? It's a pretty cool job. I especially love talking a lot. So it's a great job for someone like me who enjoys talking. But I also love Pokemon, so it just goes hand in hand. All right. I just got another message. So I wonder if there's somebody warning me that the item's not arriving. Let's see. Oh, no. Okay, no, it's not. Okay. Sleep. Is this stream therapeutic for yourself? No, not at all. I would not describe it as therapy. I would describe it as work. Mister, I've got gauze in my mouth and it feels weird. What do I do? Chew it up and eat it? Yummy. Sleep. Therapy for me would be... What would therapy for me be? Having a day off, actually, would be therapy. I haven't had one of those in a long time. Sleep. But I slept in tonight, but that's no good. I don't like to be late. Actually, being late upsets me. I'm excited to see the evolution of your grading card company, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, it really starts with hiring the first person and then expanding to an office and then hiring the next person and beginning advertisement, developing the website. Right now, I'm the website. I advertise the stream and there's actually quite a lot of demand, so that works. So, but pretty soon we'll want to expand that. We'll want to expand demand, and so we'll need to create a website and start directing people to it. Did you ever put the Yu-Gi-Oh! Slab into Slab Away menu? Not yet, but we do have Slab Away now. We have a for sale slab channel. Let me show you. So I'm in Pokistan Marketplace. That's our other Discord server. And at the very bottom of Pokistan Marketplace, we have the Vintage Box Break. Ooh. And we click on this. You can see we got some slabs for sale. So you can check out some of the more expensive slabs that I have for sale in the Pokistan Marketplace in my slab channel. You might find something you like in there. But we have that there so that, you know, it can help people who are done with their slab away pick out a new one if they're so interested. I think the cool item in there right now is the PSA 9 graded Pokemon Japanese base set booster. Mr. started Dark Souls. It's You're playing Dark Souls and not Elden Ring? I recommend just jumping straight to Elden Ring. Here's Galarian Zapdos. They definitely have a different feel from each other. Dark Souls has a Dark Souls-y feeling. Put your money in what you believe in, says Ray Richard. That is what I'm doing. What the heck? There we go. I want to buy the booster and open it. You want to buy the booster and open it? Well, that's what this live stream is all about. It's ghastly. I don't see those channels. Is it restricted? No, they're at the very bottom. So you need to go to the very bottom of the Pokistan Discord server. Not my main Discord server. My main Discord server is my social media. Pokistan Marketplace. All right, here's Volcanion. Dark Souls was free. Do you think the Gem 9 Green Cat will stay on all fours? What? You talking about the new starter Pokemon? Might speak too soon, says Alex. My money's going towards gas. That's right, the price of gas is going up, which means the price of driving is going to be higher, which means you'll have less money as a result of that. But then you'll go to the grocery store, and it'll turn out you have less money to buy food at the grocery store, but the cost of goods will be higher over there too. And so you'll come home with a lot less money. What is this music? It's like battle music. Dark Lord Ganondorf. All right, we skip past that. Cool. So far, this is a cold box. We want some hot ones. So we're opening up this whole box of Chili Wayne for Jose Maldonado. Dude, I watched a clip today, and it was a Donald Trump clip, and he was in some sort of like world meeting with Germany was there, and a bunch of other places were there, and he was giving a speech, and he was saying that Germany was over-reliant on Russia for oil, and he's saying that Germany should be energy independent from Russia, and the camera pans over to these German officials who are literally laughing at him. Man, that didn't age well for those guys. That was exactly correct. It was a perfect prediction, because it's like that's precisely what happened. Over-reliant Europe, right now, Europe's going to get killed. United States, we can just get back to making energy, by the way, if the Democrats would just allow it. So we could just get back to making lots of energy and finish the Keystone Pipeline between Canada and the U.S. So we could work on those kind of things to improve. But Europe was highly dependent on oil imports, particularly from Russia. So you guys are about to get wrecked. You guys are about to get smashed, man. You're going to feel the pain more than us. Sneeps, I think. $4.50 here in Alaska, too. Yeah, the price is going to go up. We could be facing a recession. I don't know what's going to happen. Right now, I don't think people will have to make too many adjustments in their life. The middle class, I think, will be okay. People who are living on the edge, their lives are going to be stalled for a little while. You know, if you had dreams of saving up and buying a home, probably not going to happen too soon. And the worst part of all of it is that we are running out of helium. I've heard of that. Yeah, helium's used in medicine, but it's also used in making balloons float. I say we just make it illegal to let balloons float. No, I'm just kidding. $5.66 in Southern California. I saw pictures that is as high as $7 in some places in California. Can you believe that? Crazy, man. I don't know what we pay here in Missouri, but I think it's heading toward $3. Try operating a company, says Bull. Here's Galade. Need to go to Costco and stock up on rice and oatmeal. Yeah, maybe. Rice and oatmeal is pretty solid because it lasts so long. Canned foods. You're right. The inflation from, not doing business with the rest of the world, that would be Russia, and the damage from not receiving their cheaper oil, that's just going to cause the price of goods to go up. And now might be the time to buy those goods before they really do go up. But I don't know. It might be too late already. Premium is $6.19 down the street from my house. Is Tesla soaring right now? I don't see why Tesla would be soaring. I feel like the price of electricity would... Is it soaring? The price of electricity definitely is sensitive to the price of gas too, because maybe the demand would go up. But also, again, how's electricity being generated? But yeah, I don't know. What's up, Fury TV? Welcome back, man. It's been a while. This is a typical chilling rain box. If Mr. just stays home and works his Pokemon business, the gas prices won't affect him. Yeah, so I'm pretty safe. Gas prices won't really bother me. My car is really gas efficient too. So I got a cheap little car, right? A little small one. And it gets really good. Ooh, Bliss. It's the pussy! Really good gas mileage. And I just don't go anywhere. I stay here and guard my Pokies like a dragon sitting on his gold. But I'm more like a getting older fat guy, so it's a little bit different. You hear about the cyber war going on? Oh, I'm sure there's going to be a cyber war, but no, I've not heard of it. But that's the future of warfare. People aren't really going to be using nukes that we know of. I don't think they will. But, cyber war is kind of that's going to be a front and center kind of issue. Are you watching on the right platform? Here's Hunter. Lucky TCC, my truck is going to make higher gas price hurt even more than usual when filling up. Yeah, having a nice small car with very good gas efficiency. That was one of my criteria when we picked out a car. I was like, I don't care what it looks like. I don't care if it gets the sexy ladies. I just want to know, is it going to cost me very little money, get me from point A to B? One thing I do care about in cars is how safe they are. So I care about safety ratings on cars a lot. And then yes, gas usage should be extremely efficient. That's the only. I always looked at cars as like this necessity you had to buy, but it would be nice if you didn't have to buy one. So I never liked cars, never liked vehicles. All right, that's for Jose Maldonado. People joking they should get a horse. Maybe if you lived out here, you could. I don't know. You know, we have on certain roads out here in Lake of the Ozark, we have those look out for the Amish road signs. Pretty funny. They probably don't care about any of this. They're out there growing their own food. Have you ever joined tournaments? PB size tournaments. Oh, and I see I had to get a truck because of where I lived and what I use for practically as well. My car, I admit, was purely because I felt it's fun to drive. Look at that pussy. Okay, so this is a Blissey and Galarian Rapidash box. This is alternative art Blissey, and it's really cute, and it's really not looking too bad either. Slightly off center, but actually not that bad off center. I think this would still get a 10. Wow. Decent box for Jose Maldonado, especially if you were looking for that particular chase card. Let's go find his bag. Oh, look, it's Jose Maldonado. I'm not too worried about it overall right now, guys, but it is a bad indicator for the economy long term. A lot of people have been warning about the collapse of the markets and a correction, and they're like, something's going to trigger it, and this could be the thing that triggers it. I mean, if this doesn't trigger it, what will? So I don't know what's going to happen. We got through 2008. You know, that's the one thing I'll remind you guys. We've had hard times before, and we got out of it, but this is looking like it has the potential to be like that. Transfer of wealth from security markets to Pokemon markets, please. That's right. I'm putting all my money in Pokemons. Well, I already have. 96% of crashes are preventable. It's true. He has a Topps 1-pack, too. Oh, yeah. So let's get this Topps 1-pack for Mr. Jose Maldonado. That's a really big order, man. Mr. What year was your favorite? What do you mean what year was my favorite? My Topps 1-pack. How's it going, Jose Maldonado? So we just wiggle that a little bit. Make sure things are loosened up. Okay, trim that near the edge. I do love trimming these packs. Hoping for this guy to pull the Holo Charmeleon. Me too. What Pokemon set was your favorite? Oh, Team Rocket. Team Rocket was my favorite set. When I was younger, people were into collecting the Pokemon cards. I didn't get into opening a lot of Pokemon cards until around Team Rocket. Ooh, that was a sticky one. And it is a lovely Rainbow Bellsprout. No, I'm sorry, man. Just Bellsprout, huh? That's no Charizard. Come on, Charizard, where you at? Was ready to buy Pokey. Buy Pokies. I love Topps. Have you seen the NASA satellite image of Ukraine? It's almost completely dark because of the invasion. Sounds like it's getting invaded. All right, look at Dugtrio and Diglett. Neo Jungle Fossil was my favorite. Oof, that's unfortunate. We have Arcanine and Crobat Graveler. Sweet. The Arcanine looks nice at least. The Arcanine was in the front of the pack, so probably just a little stickiness on the back. Yeah, not that bad at all, actually. Yeah, the Arcanine looks lovely. I tell you what, I'll save him up with the Bellsprout. The other ones are just going to go back in the pack. All right. Mr. Jose Maldonado. Let's grab that bag of yours. When you grade the poker cards, do they sit the same way in a slab compared to a regular card? Pretty much, yeah. Sticky Tops makes me sad because they're so nice. Speaking of which, Fury TV, did you see those Pokemon poker cards? We got Pokemon poker cards. The smashable Pokemon, he can suck you off and use his flowers for... You talking about Bellsprout? You best not be talking about my boy Bellsprout. Next up, we got Mr. Cheese. Buy my 2 CGC slabs for store credit. Okay, give me a minute. Is Cheese here right now? I bet he's not, because he has to work in the morning, right? So Mr. Cheese wants to sell me these 2 cards for store credit. So this is a CGC 9. I do not know what that would be worth. How's it saying that the centering is an 8.5 on this? It looks great. Dude, CGC is making up these grades. Okay, and then this one is a 9 on centering, huh? What's it complaining about when it comes to the centering? So, what would you like for these, Cheese? I don't know if he's watching. What's up, Scotsard? Let's see. I would just go look these up real fast. That's from Evolving Skies, right? Okay, so there is a CGC Evolving Skies Glaceon. Looks like there's a couple of them for sale. So there's a bit more of a market established for CGC cards. The cheapest one is $120 for this Glaceon. So that's the cheapest buy now there. Now, how about this guy? This is a 9.5. Everyone loves 9.5s. All right, Galarian Articuno. There is a 9.5 Galarian. Oh, that's Japanese. Hold on. Matches Fighter. Looking for an English one. Is this an English one? This might be an English one. Nope, that's still Japanese. This is music, man. I've never heard this music before. All right, here it is. So the cheapest Galarian Articuno is $200, about $205. So now remember, Cheese, I would need to sell these. I'm just going to say $200 on that to make it simple. So whopping $320. And so yes, I need to be able to make some money off of both of these, off of BOFA. I would like to offer you $90 on the Glaceon. And for the Galarian Articuno, I would like to offer... I feel like that would be the harder one to sell, actually, is the Galarian Articuno. 160 maybe? All right, so that's what I'm looking for, Mr. Cheese. That would be a total of $250. Now, here's the nice thing, Cheese. If you're just giving this to me in a trade, there's no eBay fee. You don't have to handle any shipping either. So $250 is closer to the cheapest buy now price than you think when it comes to trading these into me, right? Because the eBay fee is like 12%. So you skip the 12% eBay fee. Also, just because they're sitting there on buy it now doesn't mean that somebody else doesn't come in with the cheaper one, or which that's an issue sometimes. You got to adjust prices over time. I should do that too every now and then. If I get a card that sits for too long, just check the buy now. I do that, actually. I do check every now and then. So we can do $250 store credit for Cheese. I think Cheese would agree to that. I don't really know. But since he's not here, I don't think he is, we'll just put this back in his bag. That's a good point, TCC. What would your policy be like in the future as others take over the grading? A customer complains they got a bad grade based on your criteria. Well, yeah, I mean, they could... Obviously, if you don't like your grade and you think that it could grade better, like, you could send it in to try for a regrade. People already do that with PSA a lot. If you think there's been some big mistake for grading, you could complain and ask for it to be reslabbed, and we will probably review it, but there is a very high chance we'll be like, the grade is what the grade is, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's not perfect. Things aren't... When it comes to grading cards, it is human opinion in the end, and probably not going to tolerate a lot of those emails, though. You know, I'm not going to sit there going, oh, your 7 should have been an 8. Oh, your 8 should have been a 9. Oh, your 9. I'm not going to do that all day. You know what I mean? So we'll just try to offer a high quality experience. And if you're unhappy with it, then maybe the spirit, I don't know, maybe we could improve it, but we don't want to be having people try and convince us all day that the grade should have been higher, because that's what everyone will ask for, is a higher grade. Yes, it is subjective. Kraken, send it again. All right. Yeah, you don't want to waste too much time, because if somebody sends in an email and they're like, I think my 8 should have been a 9, and then we just go fix it for them. Well, every person who's got a borderline card, that is a card that's just between an 8 and a 9, every single one of those guys is going to call me up and be like, all right, now regrade mine too. You know what I mean? Oh, mine should have been a 9. It's like, we can't do that all day. So we got Mr. Caleb Carvo. Pay off my slab away. You got it, Mr. Caleb? Oh, Caleb Carvo. Sweet, sweet Caleb. So he had a Lugia from October, and it's now paid off. Sweet. Let me go grab it. Caleb Carvo. Unfortunately, you know, it is just the reality that there are these cards, when it comes to grading, there are these cards that I call borderline cards, right? And the reason we have that term is because you really do get cards that are exactly on the margin of being a 9 or a 10. And so they're really right in the middle. You could call it a really weak 10 or really strong 9, you know what I mean? Hold on. There we go. Just taking the sticker off of that for you, Mr. Caleb. Look at that, guys. Whew. Damn, that's a fancy card, Mr. Caleb Carvo. There you go. Oh, you got this at a deal. I sold this to you at a loss. Wow. Very fascinating. All right. Let me skip this music. What the heck? I want this music. Dude, I'm going to change this music up. Let's play that Paper Mario 1000-Year Door. Hold on. There we go. I like this better anyways. So you know how people, whenever you're looking up what counts as a 10, and people will often mention this right here, 45, 55, which is like the margin for how off-center a card can be, you know, shifted to the right, the left, up, down. Well, sometimes you get cards that are like really easy, right? Like, so if it's 47, 53, well, that's going to be a 10, right? It's within the range of a 10. It's nice and clear. Then you get a card that's like, it's more like 46 and 54. And you're like, am I measuring this right? You know, because you're checking, you're double checking. It's real close. You get lots of cards just like this. Okay, so there's plenty of cards that are 46, 54 out there. And then finally, you inevitably get a card that is exactly 45, 55 on the centering. And what are you supposed to do with that? Is it a 10 or is it a 9? And that's a borderline card. So, you know, if your card's 46, 54 and you sent it back in, my hope is that you always get the same grade. It's still going to be it's still going to be a 10, and it's never going to accidentally grade a 9, right? But when you get this, it's hard to say. It's just hard to say. You start looking at other qualities of the card. You're like, okay, well, we need to see this card is perfect in other ways, right? Like there's no other flaw. Like, okay, like here's a little white dot down here. Oh, that's a 9. You know what I mean? So it starts to get real picky when we got 45, 55, because people notice that stuff and they go, oh, he's just handing out 10s. Or they look at it and this, oh, this should have been they look at it because it graded 9 and they go, oh, this should have been 10. Look how good it is. How could he give it a 9? So those are the problem cards. Those cards give you all the problems when it comes to grading. Brooks Bellinger says 3 blue sky streams. You got it, man. 3 blue sky streams. Ring, 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 phone call. I finally got my bill and I have a 2.5K deductible rip. Woo! The hospital is going, bag alert, major bag alert. 1, 2, 3. Easy mode, Rand. Just sell me some of your pokies. I'll take your best ones. I have a medium-sized bag, and I ordered a couple nights ago. The day I make some serious cash, you'll know, mister. Sounds good, Brooks. How long does Pokemon print sets? Apparently pretty long after their release. Years after their release, they can still print them. We need text-to-speech donations on this channel. That sounds like a good idea, Ethan. That actually sounds like a high priority kind of thing to add. Here's Victini. Sell Pokies? What is the word to sell? All right, so that's for Brooke. Damn, Brooke, it's cold in here. Is my heater working? My God, it's cold in here. I think my heater is broken. That is just freaking cold outside. It is cold as heck in this room. It was cold out in the family room. I feel like the heater's not working. Here's Brooks of Bellinger. Oh, Brooks. Sweet, sweet Brooks. What could possibly go wrong with text-to-speech? LMAO. Yeah, we'll probably have to be real careful with something like that. Jose Mendez. Paying off my slab away Togetic. Another slab away? You got it, Mr. Jose Mendez. Okay, we're looking you up. Here it is, Togetic from February. So that was really recent. Very good. And let me get you out of the box. Let's see. All right, I got your card. I'm liking this music a lot better. It's happier. We have Mr. Jose Mendez with a beautiful Togetic. David Capistrand, 2 volt tackles. You got it, David. All right. Volt tackle to the moon. Yeah, so we got 160 viewers. By now, we usually have about 200 viewers. This will probably be it for the night. Darn, man, starting so late. That's too bad. All right, well, time to host a bunch of giveaways, since it's just me and you guys. Just bought more stickers, and now I go to sleep. Sweet! Here's Whale Lord. He's got a little baby Whale Lord next to him. It's Whalmer. So that's David Capistrand with the D. You be over here. Would you? I think you would be. Got a really large bag is what I remember. Time to finish that. That's right. At the end of this live stream, finish the Articuno, and I'll host the giveaway, and your odds of winning will increase significantly. Race or drag tires, folks? What are you talking about? Oh, you're talking about tires. Here we are. All right. So nice. So sweet. Sergio Espinoza. Just one large sublist tonight. This is L12. Free ones. What's up, Cracker Jack? Luke Robertson. The extra $30 to upgrade my Blaziken Express QR to instant. Oh, lordy. All right, so guys, we have a live grade. This is Luke Robinson. He is having me grade his Blaziken. So I will be back in about 10 minutes. All right, we got a live grade, guys. Okay, Mr. Luke Robertson. It's me, TheCardconomist, and I'm back. Here's your beautiful Blaziken. However, this card is going to fail the 10. He's too thin on the right side of the card, and we can see he's real off center on the back as well. So I can still live grade this if you want, but it's going to be a 9. Probably what I recommend is not live grading it. So let me know what you want. I don't know if he's watching at the moment. So I think he pre-graded. I think he not pre-graded, pre-ordered that. I'll set this back over here. It's still pretty. It is. It's so pretty. Do you offer 9.5s? No, I do not. Mr. Jordan Estrada. Hello, mister. Can I get 2 battle regions? We don't offer 9.5s because it lowers the value of a 9. We want to keep the value on our 9s real high. 1 Brilliant Stars. When you introduce 9.5s into your grading, basically your 9.5s are the new 9. You know what I mean? It's Oliver Mullen. What's up, Oliver? So we do 10s and we do 9s. Sneeps. All right. Gloria. Look at that Gloria. This is for Jordan Estrada. Mr. Jordan. We've got Decidueye. Looking real tough. Oh no, our Pokies. They're getting opened. And Caldio. Sweet. All right, that's for our friend, Mr. Jordan Estrada. Let's go find his bag. He says, I have a baggie. Oh, Mr. Jordan. I suspect you got a bag up top. This is the brand new set, right? Yes. Yes, Battle Region is the latest set. It's really cool. Joey Barton, Jordan Estrada. Here we are. How strict are you with grading? Pretty strict. PSA is also pretty strict. A lot of people will find like 1 or 2 PSA cards that look like they shouldn't have gotten a 10. And then they'll say, oh, PSA never grades everything 10. Not true, actually. PSA is actually pretty strict. So we grade with similar scaling to PSA, and that's how we run TCC grading. So if you get a 10 here, you expect a 10 at PSA. If you get a 9 here, you expect a 9 at PSA. Big T Exotic. 6 packs of Brilliant Stars. You got it. 6 packs. Just like your girlfriend's boyfriend. No, I'm just teasing you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have so many code cards. I could post 1 a minute and still make it close to weeks of streams. I want free codes. Come on, man. Don't hold out. Do you still have top series 2 packs? We're all sold out of those. People gobbled them up. They said gobble, 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 gobble. Just like a Thanksgiving turkey. Sneeps. I just went and got more beer. Time for drunk pokies. Time for drunk I want some drunk pokies. Okay, here's Wormadam, and Polion. We've also got Chinchino Luminion. Look at this cute little birdie. It's a fish birdie. The Rising Rivals break is calling me. How would you guys like it if we hosted a medium tonight for a spot in the Rising Rivals box break? Would you guys be interested in that? I bet you would. Here's Boss's orders. And throw with Mimikyu VMAX. Do do do. Do 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 do. Okay, Mr. Big T. He's the guy with the big bag. Maybe. Let's see. What what are you saying there, Alex? PSA gave easy 10s before November, but now it's hard to get 10s. No, I don't really agree with that necessarily. I think that it's possible they did get tougher, but they were already pretty tough. They were Texas tough. They were already pretty tough, in my opinion. I own a whole bunch of PSA cards from all different time periods, and when you look them all over, they all seem to be pretty close to the same standard. Let's see. The thing is, you would get some cards that graded 10 that definitely seemed like they should not have graded 10. And people would, they would basically equate that to, well, that's how they grade all cards. And it's, maybe you got misgraded there with one 10 that should have been a 9. But the majority of the time, that really does not happen. You know what I mean? Majority of the time, the card has been graded pretty vigorously. I think I have a card I want to regrade because I think it was graded too low. So Big T says he's got a bag, but I'm not finding that bag. What could that be all about? Oh, he didn't say he has a bag. Let's go ahead and create a new bag for him. I said he had a bag. All right. Got our bag search down. So after we're done with these pre-orders, the lines are probably going to be real short, guys. You got plenty of Chili Rain? I do. I got cases and cases of Chili Rain just for you. Small bag. Oh, you are here, and you say you got a small bag, huh? So you should definitely be right over here. Why wouldn't we find you right away? Humans make mistakes, and cards are graded by humans. Hi, Mr. Just did 3 for pack break and a box of Chilling Rain and 1 Topps pack and a live grade. I'm Jose Maldonado. Holy. So I think you're probably telling me that because you would like to jump the line. Big T Exotics. You must be in here. I rarely watch Leonhardt, but he made a video of regrading on his art, and it went down a grade. Damn. Yeah, that's pretty dangerous. You're playing with fire, What packs do you think are the best bang for your buck? What packs are the best bang for your buck? Chilling Rain and Fusion Strike are pretty cheap right now if you're just looking for cheap cards. They won't be cheap forever. They'll probably move up to 5 and then 6 eventually. Just looking for Big T Exotics bag. I'm going to watch that video. It went down. Breakdancing Genesect. It's pretty cool. You just not seen your bag. Big T Exotics, huh? All right, one more. Just tuning in. How come such a late start? Basically, I'm late to work. That's the only thing I can say. Oh, you're at the very, very, very back of this box, dude. You're in the very last spot. So oftentimes I don't check the very last spot because it's almost always the case that that's not the bag. You were in the very last spot, and you were in the overflow box, not the small bag box. So you're going in the front of the overflow now. All right. I figured it was something like that. Whew. So Jose Maldonado says he ordered a booster box. When you order a whole booster box of stuff, you jump the line. So that's kind of how it works. Let's go help Mr. Jose Maldonado. Not all cards are graded equally. Places see the name Charizard and won't give it a 10 when it's deserved. What are your thoughts? I see what you're saying. What you're saying is that companies are tougher when they grade Charizards. There's probably a little bit of truth in that. I think what happens when they're grading a cheap card in a low tier, I think they're grading it very quickly. They look at it for 3 seconds, they go, 10, 9, 10, 9, like that, right? And then when you get a very consequential card that everyone's going to talk about and think about, they go, we better not make any mistakes on this Charizard. So they sit there and they grade it and they check every crevice and corner of the card. So they're more likely to actually catch problems with the card. That means it's scrutinized harder. And that's probably what you're seeing. All right. 3 for the pack break. Jose Maldonado. What's up, Jose Maldonado? I was playing Forza Horizon 5, customizing my car, and I crashed the game. Mister, I'm not sure if you're aware. I saw people donating on PokeRev. If you get TCC graded card, send it back to throw it out. Didn't realize haters are out there. Oh, there's haters out there. Jose Maldonado. They're all over the place, man. A lot of people, there were people telling me when I started this channel a long time ago, they called me scammer. They said, "Oh, this will never work. Your Pokemon card channel will fail." There was one guy, he would tell me that like every day, actually, in a private message. He'd be like, "You're crap. Your channel will fail. You suck." So there was one guy in particular, and he's like the opposite of a cheerleader. He was doing everything to make me feel bad. Of course, it didn't affect me at all. I had the same experience when I was growing the TheCardconomist YouTube channel. People who just really didn't like me, and they just talked crap all the time. They talked crap. This guy's terrible at Monster Hunter. His channel shouldn't succeed. And the funny thing is, the channel totally succeeded. So, you just got to ignore the haters and keep doing what you're doing. If you really let the haters dictate your actions, they win, right? So that's how it is. Hands on the table, mister. Right. I mean, there's a lot of people who say they won't grade with PSA. And PSA is the leader in Pokemon card grading by volume. They have the most graded cards. And there are people who swear they won't grade with PSA. So going into starting up a really small grading company, really small, I already knew there were going to be people who are going to be like, yeah, "Oh, it's a scam and it's terrible and he's an idiot." So I already knew there was going to be plenty of that. And I'm still going to offer the service, and probably over time there's going to be thousands of graded TCC cards, probably in like a year. Just wait till we're almost at 1,000 graded cards. Wait till we open mailing grading and have a couple guys working on a team. I mean, there's a lot of opportunity, and you just got to ignore people who are negative like that. I think there's actually something that drives the negativity. I think there's a lot of jealousy. So if you're doing really well, people start to dislike you a lot. And a great example of that would be like PewDiePie. Remember PewDiePie when he started out and he was blowing up? He got so much hate. And that's because when you see somebody doing unusually well, you hate them for it. It actually threatens you to see somebody rising up really quickly. I feel like that has happened for me in life. I went from total obscurity, I was real poor, and now much later in life, I got a nice community, and we've got a lot of nice cards, and we got card grading, and there's people out there who don't like that. They think probably that only PokeRev should be able to box break. They think maybe only CGC should be able to start grading cards, and that's why they stay poor, to be honest. People with that mindset, they stay poor. Oops. They will stay poor. If they got to have a more positive energy if they ever want to be wealthy in life, because that positive energy, it wakes you up out of bed and it gets you working. A lot of people, we talk a lot of times like, what's the secret to wealth? And the funny thing is, there's all these like ideas and tricks you can use to become wealthy. Like, oh, you got to invest, you got to eat less junk food, you got to work harder. But the real secret to success is just motivation. You got to be really motivated. You don't even got to be that smart. You just got to be really motivated. And that will get you really far in life. And then the tricks help out. You can have all the tricks for getting wealthy in your pocket, but if you have no motivation, it doesn't matter how many tricks you have. Number one thing, you got to be very motivated. And that requires a lot of positive energy. And so, yeah, those guys who are the haters, they stay poor. That's the truth. And they don't test things out themselves, probably because they turn that negative criticism in on themselves when they're alone in their bedroom, or whatever. When they're not in a community, they turn that negativity in on themselves. Okay, so Jose Maldonado, 3 for the pack break, 1 box of Chili Rains. Haters never win. Yeah, that's basically what I'm saying. It's like, you got to have more positive energy. If you want to turn into a winner, you got to have lots of positive energy. All right. There's a lot of people who hate on Logan Paul. But Logan Paul is laughing all the way to the bank. He's got a better collection than most people. He wanted to collect Pokemon, and now he is collecting Pokemon. People hate him for it. They're like, Logan Paul, he sucked. He made the hobby worse. There we go. I think of it as free advertising anyways. So, you ready? That was actually one of the funny things with the Monster Hunter channel. Sometimes these guys would get so mad at me that they would make like a Reddit post about how much they hate me. And then that day, you'd look at your data, and there'd be a spike in subscribers that very day. The day that they posted, some hateful Reddit article or Reddit post about how I suck at Monster Hunter. TGC is the worst. He should never make Monster Hunter videos. And there'd be like a debate. And then, yeah, I'd go look at my data, and it's like, oh, look, this particular day, I had a spike in subscribers, a spike in channel activity. So all the haters, sometimes they're your best advertiser. The G.I. Joe PAX was another free ad. Sneep. What do we got? Sneeps. 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 All right. Very good. Mr. Jose Maldonado. Good luck in the box. Hoping you pull alternative art, Galarian Slowking. Ooh, that's a cool one. Here's Pessimian. Mister, I made a Pokemon video if you're interested. Pokemon! That's my favorite mon. You can please some of the people, some of the time, all the people, some of the time, some of the people, all of the time, but you can never please all people. Not gonna lie, it would bring me down to hear that stuff. I like listening to Mr. and watching Alex in chat. Hoping for gold Snorlax. Hi, I'm from the Philippines. You're from the Philippines? My grandmother is from the Philippines. She married my grandfather, who was in the Navy for the United States. Wow, real talk, Mr. Those Sneep next level. Yeah, oh, look at this. Already off to a good start. We got Peonia full art. That might be a pick for the live grade. Come to Brazil. How's it going, Mr.? Says Morix. Galarian legendary birds. Oops. Here's Weeding Gloves and Sandaconda. Oh. We would go over to my grandparents' house, and I don't know why, but every time we went over, and I thought about this later, because it didn't really make any sense to me, but every time we went over, my grandma would always want to make us hot chocolate. I don't know why she did it. She just did it every time we came over. She'd be like, oh, let me make you hot chocolate. And she would make hot chocolate with she didn't use like the little pre-made packet. She would be like heating the milk and putting in actual chocolate. She had this really old stove. It was like a tiny stove, and she had these really old pots, and she had these big like beer stein glasses that she would pour them in. My mom didn't like it. She would always complain. She'd be like, man, those are unhealthy. But yeah, I don't know why. She just always wanted to do that, my grandma. Here's Urshifu. Look at that Urshifu. Here's Serena. I remember we would go over, and she would just cook whole fish for like a meal. My grandma on my dad's side. Dude, picking up golden Bronzong too. What a box. What a box. So she would just she'd be like, oh, you guys hungry? I'll make dinner. And she would just cook a whole fish. And as a kid, I was like, we never cooked a whole fish. It was so weird to see. Here's Flaffy. Any advice on how to get back into Pokemon card collecting? I would just chase after the cards you liked as a kid. That's what I would honestly do. Have you tasted Halo? I don't think I have. Here's Welcoming Lantern. You should try it, so the Pokemon addicts. She would get on the phone, and she would be talking to her sisters who still live in the Philippines, and she would be speaking Tagalog, and I didn't understand that as a kid. I always thought she was speaking Spanish. I was like, my grandma speaks Spanish. Nope. It's very Spanish-y sounding. It's very Spanish-y sounding language. Although probably the more you know it, the more you realize it doesn't. But yeah, it does seem to have some influence from Spain. All right, here we go. We're still going. The other half of the box. Did your grandfather fight in the war? Wow, I don't actually know that. That is such a great question. They never told me if he did. Always watch your shorts. Happy to be here live. What's up, man? Welcome to the morning time stream, because we're hosting it in the morning today. Watched a YouTube today that was saying how the number of cards in a set and secrets used to be much lower, but the new sets have a larger number. Secrets higher rare, but the pull rates have not increased. Well, I actually like that. I think that booster pack opening is all about sort of it's like a slot machine. It's like an RNG box. And if all the pulls are too easy, then it's not as exciting when you hit, the lottery, when you hit the jackpot. So I actually like the sets that are really hard to pull the big hit out. I laughed hard yesterday. I was watching a streamer who does sim racing, and Hot Boys and Girls was spamming in his chat. Right. Mister, you have some good shorts. Your pants ain't half bad either. Thanks, man. I have great taste in shorts and pants. Have you tasted Jollibee? No, Jollibee wasn't really a thing when I was a kid. So I've not had Jollibee. If everything is easy to get, there is no value in it. Yeah, exactly. The Philippines was colonized by Spain. Yup. So that is why it sounds like Spanish. Here's Intellion, Expedition Uniform. There we go. Found some first edition holo cards in my home today. Dark Machamp and Rocket's Hitmonchan. Cool, man. Both Rocket cards. Scolipede and Galarian Articuno. If we order booster box from you, can we keep it sealed? You can, yes. I don't recommend doing that because really this channel is all about opening the packs, but you can do that if you want. Have you tried a Choco Taco? Sometimes it sucks pulling a lot of crap, but when you're finally getting an awesome pull, it's just that much sweeter. I have seen that the new Secret Rare Charizard might be a little too easy to pull. What are your thoughts? You're talking about Brilliant Stars. The problem with Brilliant Stars overall is that when you open a whole box of Brilliant Stars, you just get tons of pulls. And that's thanks to the fact that the box has the trainer arts in it, just like Cosmic Eclipse. So it's too generous of a box, and this lowers the value of everything in the box. There's just too many pulls. Here's Squovit Porygon Z. I think the point this person was making is it's primarily a children's game as well as a TCG. Do you know what is Palabok? No, I probably don't know a lot of Philippine things. You know, I grew up here in America, and all I know is that my grandma would bring home candy from the Philippine Islands whenever she visited her family over there. And she loved to spend money. And her and my grandfather were extremely poor, so that was a problem. And she would cook some really delicious Filipino dishes, but the main ones would be pancit, chicken adobo, and lumpias, the little meat egg rolls. Of course, I looked up lumpias the other day online, and it seems like different people cook them different ways. So like I saw some like the size of an egg roll, really like this long. My family, we would get these small little pastries, and they would only be like this big. The lumpias would be real small, like a finger, right? And we'd dip it in, what was it called again? That red sauce. It wasn't a chili sauce. It was, I can't remember the name of it now. Dude, I must be getting old. I do not recall. All right, we've got Old Cemetery and Zarude. And here's Dog Trio. What else? Your stream on 2nd June, you said that PSA gave Easy Nines, and you said that they're only popular because they have a monopoly on the industry. I used to think they gave Easy Nines as well, but now it's harder. Easy Nines? That's interesting that I said that, because if I did say that, because I don't really see if that's a big deal. But yeah, there was a time period where I was real frustrated with PSA because I didn't like their quality and I didn't like their wait time. And over time, that has worn out. So I'm more impressed by them over time. And maybe that's just kind of how things work. Like maybe there are people who have really started out disliking me, and over time they're like, I get it. I get why this guy does the thing he does, or you know what I mean? So yeah, it took a while for me to sort of like compare them to all their competitors and realize actually I do like PSA. It's amazing how on top of chats you are. Respect. Yeah, we are on top of the chats and we're on top of opening the pokies. I hear your point, mister, but Rainbow Zard and Altar Zard are still going for 150 even though everyone is pulling them. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of, when it comes to the modern sets, Charizards pull quickly from all the modern sets. That's the problem. And so they don't really hold the kind of epic value that, like, let's say Gold Star Charizard from the older sets will hold. There's just too many of the new modern ones. They've been printed too much. So that's a big problem. Have you been to the Philippines? I've never been. You know, the only place I've ever been outside the United States is Mexico. I've only been to Mexico. I went one time. I must have been probably about 15 or 16 when I went. So I have very strong memories of it. So yep, I've been to Mexico and that's it. That is all. I'd like to do some traveling. I hear it's harder to travel when you have kids, so, you know, and I'm getting older and I don't have kids yet, so I should probably go traveling soon. All right, take a look at this. Pianya, Bronzong, and Galarian Articuno. Okay, so he says, 1 live grade for the best card in my bag. Let's go grab your bag. Sellers would cry. You got a lot of hollows, Mr. Jose Maldonado. Seems most of your bag is made up out of hollows. Blissey, Rapidash, the Electrode. No, he's too off center. All right, so it's definitely going to be one of these new cards. I think we might have to place these off to the side somewhere to save on a lot of room. I mean, look how large the bag is without the hollows. This is the problem of hollows, guys. Take a look at this. Now, I know 1 or 2 hollows might actually be worth keeping. Hollows hit pulls that you might actually grade. But, you know, when it comes to hollows, there might be like 1 or 2 hollows where you're like, I really like those hollows. So we got Pionia, Bronzong. Have you ever thought about Whatnot? No, don't do Whatnot. Whatnot's, they're going to take your money. I can sell right here on YouTube for free. This is too bad. He's too off center up here. So he will be 9. Pionia, she's looking like a 9. So if we're looking at these 2 corners down here, so these 2 corners are looking too off center. He says you can keep them. Thanks, man. So I'm just going to move them off to the side. We take these and we place them into the live custom. So I appreciate that. And but most importantly, we keep these bags. I mean, with all those hollows, you're going to cost me $8 of shipping. Isn't that wild? Might be this alternative art Blissey, man. Yeah, this is your best card. Look at this corner up here. So this corner is off center, but actually is pretty close. It's a little bit thicker on the top than the bottom if you compare these corners. But actually, this is looking like it's within the measurements. You know what I mean? Yeah. So cool. So you're gonna have this Blissey live graded. We're doing a live grade now, guys. And then we'll return back to the line. Jose Maldonado. Thanks, man. It's a really big order. Okay, I'll be back. Now, wait a second. Before I go, let's write you down for live grading so people know what's going on. So this will take about 10 minutes, everyone. That's too bad. Somebody else ordered live grading, but it won't be a 10. I'm a new viewer. How do I buy from you? Mr. Zach, there's a link in the description that explains it all. All right, I'll be back. Aha, I'm back. Okay. Woo. Who's still here? Some people are. Mr. Jose Maldonado, here's your beautiful Blissy V. All right, very good, man. Woo. All right. Yay, mister, you did it. Hey, me, my tops, mister. How's it going, your tops? Let's get those tops. Jose Maldonado. Oh, one tops pack again? I'm sorry, mister. Let's see what's in here, huh? All right, give me a second. Let's see what's in this tops pack. Hopefully not Charizard, because then I'm going to have to give you a Fuig Wade. Was this one a 45-55? No, this one was better than a 45-55. All right, what do we got here? Polyswag! Holy. It's Jason Burr. Oh, take a look at this. Just falling apart almost. Looks like Bissy V, not Blissy. No, it says Blissy. All right. You should make a gone grading sign. That's a good idea. Here's Machamp. Ah, looks like you got Brock. Just put a little pressure on the edge there. Y and V look very similar. That's true. They do look kind of similar. Look at that Brock. Look at that sticky, sticky Brock. Something tells me Brock's sticky in real life, too. There we go. All right. That's another tough tops pack. Those tops packs are real tough, huh? Gone grading slab. Oh, that's a good idea. Alakazam. Ooh, I like this Alakazam, though. Okay, thank you so much, Jose Maldonado. Congratulations on your new Blissy alternative art from Chilling Rain. It's a really cool card, actually. All right, there we go. All right. And now you're going to fit in the JO box again. Woohoo! And we can return to the line. Wow, that's neat. Ever thought about how Beedrill are supposed to hold their cheeseburgers? Well, I suppose they can, like, stab the cheeseburger and have them, like, on a toothpick, right? That's how I would eat it if I was a Beedrill. Okay, back down to Mr. It was Big T Exotics, right? So he was the last guy we helped. Dude, we're going to do 2 live grades today. What are we going to do if we start getting like 5 live grades a night? That's going to be an issue. Mister, say a bad word, please. Poop. How many spots for the pack break left? I think it is just you and our friend Mr. Michael Ragonin, so there are 6 spots remaining. Okay, so be nice if we got it done tonight, though, huh? Caleb Carvo, David Kepistran. Matt Waters is next. He was after Big T. 10 rent-a-girlfriends. You got it, Mr. Matt Waters. Bees don't eat cheeseburgers. They slurp Weedles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 7. You said poop and my mom heard. Now I have to unsub. Ah, darn. Good luck to Matt Waters. Pull you a signature. Whew. Mister, you overslept? Yeah, I'm afraid I did. So it's a pretty bad thing. I don't like to oversleep. I don't like to miss out on the live stream fun. Means there's going to be less hot moments for Mr. Mike's side in the morning to make clips out of. Darn it. And people might have missed their pre-orders. Likes for a slab rotate. If we can reach 100 likes, I'll do a slab rotate, okay? Weedles turn into Beedrill. They wouldn't eat their kind, says Matthew Fowler. Some bugs are not carnivorous. Some bugs are what's the word? Cannibals? Yeah, some bugs eat each other. Praying mantises, for example. I'm the girlfriend, Ruka. If I place the same order, do I go again? Yeah, basically. Damn, dude. You're trying to go deep. Jose Maldonado's got his tax return. Darn it, hopefully we get some hot ones to make up for it. I hope so, too. All right, Mr. Matt. We got Sumi Sakurasawa. Cannibalistics, that's right. Chitaruka. Equally bad mommy. Also, high-end specs Sumi. And finally, sent me to mommy. You are what you eat. That's true. That's a fact. Mr. Matt Waters, no signatures or full arts in that round. Dude, that's tough. I'm sorry about that, Mr. Matt Waters. That's real tough. All right. 10 packs is not a full box. So when you open only 10 packs, what you're trying to do is you're trying to snipe the hit away from somebody else, but you also kind of put yourself out there to be sniped. So it's kind of a, it's a little bit of a gamble. Let's see. You're going to be just around the corner, aren't you, Matt? Mr. Matt, PB. You're really going to be in the MA boxes? Oh, right. We created new MA box. The huge MA box. I bet you're in here. Yep. Yes, you are. You're in the huge MA box. Mr. Matt, we are just going to go ahead and create you a new bag now. If you are what you eat, but you poop all food, then you also are your poop. What? What are you saying? All right, here's mommy. Oh no! I accidentally hit the dislike button. Ban this man! Now you're not invited to the masquerade orgy. Sorry, mister. Hey, let's do something real fast. Let's organize your cards, Mr. Matt. Damn, look at that card. Holy Jesus. All of a sudden, I'm feeling very patriotic. Was she supposed to be like his American girlfriend? Is that the deal? Dude, I'm going to need an American girlfriend. What the hell? Hold on, let me pull the whole bag out. This will make it easier. So Matt Waters has opened quite a few cards. Matt, I just want to grab all your hits and put them in one spot. Brooklyn Hill. Brokey. Damn, Matt, we ought to ship you out. You got so much. Okay, here's 2 full arts. Here's a full art. Here's a full art. 2 more full arts. Lots of full arts. Okay. Guess a signature card. I don't know if you care too much about that. Look at that. An SCR, huh? So that's a hit. It's another signature card, another signature card. Full art from the Slime collection. 2 more of these from Rent-A-Girlfriend. It's really obvious he's after some sort of Rent-A-Girlfriend signature card. He is looking for that Rent-A-Girlfriend signature. I hope you get it, Mr. Matt, because you have definitely opened a lot of Rent-A-Girlfriends. Have you been to the casino? The dealer to count the chips again? That's you, mister. Matt Waters. I haven't really been to the casino very much. I ought to go to a casino in Las Vegas. I think that would be fun. I was talking about the other day, I was watching a blackjack dealer, and I said, wait a second, I could do that job. I could be a blackjack dealer. My hands feel so comfortable around cards at this point. And I'm good at carrying on a conversation while I handle cards. It's a good skill. All right, so Matt Waters. No kink shaming in chat. So you got a lot of full arts. This one's probably pretty gradable. Lots of Rent-A-Girlfriend cards. I would say this one too. So this is one of your full arts, right? And wow, we have not pulled a lot of those, but that one's the sexier one. Somebody would probably simp for and buy the sexier card there. When she's just like in her swimsuit, I guess. Talk about an easy business idea. Let's just sell pictures of girls in bikinis and people can grade them. Damn, why didn't I think of that? I'm in the wrong business, guys. I should be printing bikini cards. It's like printing money. All right, there we go. Mister, is the shop still open? It sure is. Go crazy, mister. All right, there we are. Next up, we got Michael King. Mr. King, hey, mister, can I get 5 of the brilliant stars? You sure can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Might have to do a little digging for it, says Michael King. Sounds good, Michael. That's how the corn industry started. Corn, you can make all kinds of soup with corn. You can make popcorn. You can put corn on a string and hang it on your Christmas tree. Corn's great. Corn's a great musical band. All right. Look at that. We only got 140 viewers. Whew. It's because we started so late. We started very, very late. Would you get WWE packs? How do you feel about them? I mean, I'm open-minded, I guess. Open-minded to anything people really want. I was looking at baseball boosters today. Dude, I'm not good at the sports. I don't know how to look at the sports and go, oh yeah, that makes my pee-pee hard, right? I don't know how to do that. So it's hard for me to pick one out. Like with Pokemon cards, I can look at something and be like, that's going to be a home run, right? But with baseball cards, no clue. All right, very good. That's for Michael King. Mr. Michael, you're going to be like over here or something, right? We need like a sport guy. Would you rather have WWE or WWF? I don't know, man. We are Michael King. Mister, I'm ready for round 2. Fight. Damn. You mean round 3, right? Because this would be your 3rd round of it. With sports, you need packs with autos and memorabilias. Sports, there's so many sets. And yearly. Yeah, it's really confusing, actually. So when I go to order like some baseball cards to open up, I'm like, there's 500 different baseball cards. How do I know that the one I order is the one that people want to open? You know, and there's just no simple answer to that. World War, he said, yeah, I know, because you're seeing that a lot now. You're seeing a lot of WW 3s, aren't you? Sven Jansen, 1 live booster, 1 large. All right, let's get this for Sven Jansen real fast. He's been waiting a little while. You got Pokeball and Krabby. I'm sorry, Mr. Sven. That's a cold one. Here's a little bonus, though. I'm going to get you a bonus, and it is Giovanni's Meowth. We're seeing that acronym quite a lot. WW3. What is this music? This music is Paper Mario, the 1,000-Year Door. And that's a GameCube game. It was a really fun game. If you've never played it, go play it. Really, I'm telling you. It's a great, great game. Surprisingly good. I never played any of the other Paper Marios, but this one was exceptionally good. If you look at the reviews for it, they say the same thing. Okay, Sven, you got your own box. Let's grab it. Very funny game. There's a lot of humor in it. And the battle is so good. The battle is so interactive. And it's difficult, too. Like, it was so difficult that my wife and I got stuck several times. We had to go look up the solution to it. Okay, guys, so tonight is Mr. Jose Maldonado's night. He's going real deep. He just ordered, he says, another round of the Chili Pains. So give me a minute. What game is this music from? I think he's asking the same question. So here we are. We have Jose Maldonado. He says, let's do it again. Can I have 3 for the pack break? Damn! You buying out the pack. I hope you get the holo, Jose Maldonado, because you're scaring me here. I'm rooting tooting for you if you're going to go this deep. I pulled a Micah Parson auto. I can't wait to send into grade. Nice, man. So here is the pack break. 1 and then 6 more for Mr. Jose Maldonado. So it's at 7, and there's 3 spots remaining. Is it much better than the Nintendo 64 Paper Mario? I believe they're very similar, with Paper Mario Thousand Year Door being more fleshed out, some new ideas, and a pretty long game. Have you ever looked up speedruns for Paper Mario Thousand Year Door? It's like 6-7 hours long. So it's a really long game. So 1 Topps pack. Let's go ahead and open up that Topps pack first. Play medallion music. Medallion music. Sport cards are definitely more valuable. Yeah, so if you're just talking about cards with the highest price tags ever, Pokemon cards do not compare to sport cards. Sport cards definitely have cards that are like in the $5 million range, maybe higher. Pokemon cards are just kind of like breaking $1 million. So, but Pokemon cards have seen a lot of growth, and that's because they just started in like the year 2000, and now we're all grown up from that year. Ooh, I see Charmander. Okay, so here's Oddish, here's Growlithe, here's a great-looking Charmander. That's real cute. Okay, very adorable. There's a bigger market for sports. Sure, I mean, whatever it is, it's definitely working. Okay, I believe your holo will be Poliwhirl. I'm sorry, Jose Maldonado. You're pulling all the worst holos out of this box. You got Bellsprout. You got Brock. You got Poliwhirl. At least he's looking okay. Poliwhirl holo. But, you know, Poliwrath isn't even that popular, so that's a tough pull. There's Gary Oak. Geodude. Squirtle. You got Squirtle in this pack, too, though. But it looks like he got a bit more of the sticky than Charmander did. Charmander did okay. Look at that Charmander. Yeah, Charmander looking pretty nice. Yu-Gi-Oh's in a strange place, meta price-wise. Yu-Gi-Oh! I always saw Yu-Gi-Oh! As kind of like a runner-up to Pokemon. I didn't even watch the show very much. I couldn't. But apparently it was pretty popular with some people. Also, same with Digimon. Digimon was worse than Yu-Gi-Oh! Though. Yu-Gi-Oh! Felt like it was cashing in on the card franchise with kids, but Digimon just felt like a straight rip off of Pokemon. It's like, dude, you didn't even try to change the name. It's like Pokemon Digimon. Like, what? You're not even trying to be different. You're trying to be the same. So, okay. Wow, Jose Maldonado orders another live grading. Crazy, guys. So we're going to be doing another live grading. But first, we're going to open up another sealed box of Chili Rains for him. Whew. Jose Maldonado must have gone big at the casino and walked out with some spare cash. Still taking orders? I sure am. We're going to be taking orders for at least another hour and 20 minutes at least. I love both, to be honest, but I collect Poke. I play Yu-Gi-Oh! More than collect. I never got into Yu-Gi-Oh! We're going to be grading a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards in the future because I think Yu-Gi-Oh!, based on my analysis of the market, Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards are doing okay in terms of like graded value. So I've got an order for them to manufacture a Yu-Gi-Oh! Slab for me. Chilling Rain, that's right. Deep pockets tonight. Yes, so I've got my slab manufacturer making Yu-Gi-Oh! Slabs. Sneep! Dragon Ball Z cards also look super nice. I'd like to know what Jose does for a living. Did my small order ever come through? Well, Mr. Jose Maldonado keeps jumping the line, so it probably will come through, Mr. Edgardo. Or I think that you had 2 packs, right? You might have been next, actually. Keep up the great work, says Jodo Collector. Thanks, man. Thanks for being a member. Chilling wins. Sneep. Chilling is real popular right now. More popular than Brilliant Stars, it almost seems. Isn't that the last name of the Tiger King? Tiger King. Are people not really realizing Tiger King is buying Pokies? His last name is Maldonado? It's not Maldonado, is it? All right. Here we go. We got Mareep. I like them both, but I was too young to play Pokemon. Excuse me. Man, I need a drink. You're just here for the snipes. We got Lipard. Ooh, Lipard. Lipard looking a little thick on the top. Okay, we've got Avery. Urn of Vitality. Give me a minute, guys. Have a drink. Gotta have a drink. Joe Maldonado is the Tiger King. Oh, I didn't know that. That's cool. That's cool. How's he doing? How's Tiger King doing? Here's Bonnet. I love how he went to jail for not killing a woman. I like how they set him up to claim that he would kill the woman, whatever her name is, and he didn't actually pay for it. He just said, yeah, I'm interested in that, but he didn't pay for it. He didn't kill anyone. She probably did kill somebody, even though there's no proof of it. But her husband's actually missing, and there's a lot of reasons why she would benefit from him going missing. But Tiger King didn't actually kill anyone. He was actually, they were trying to entrap him. The federal government was trying to entrap him into purchasing a hitman, which he didn't do, but he still went to jail for. It's great. Life is great. He did pay for it. He hired the guy. Oh, the hired guy kept the money. I don't know if is that true? What are you talking about? You talking about the other guy? You talking about the first guy who's the friend of the do-rag mother effer who took the zoo and said, all right, we got rid of Joe. I heard he has cancer, will probably die in jail. Yes, I heard he has booty cancer. Dude, that's scary stuff, man. I hope he survives it and continues to live on. John says, that's America for you. Right. When the federal government's got to come up to you to solicit a murderer, assassination guy to try and entrap you, to throw you into jail. It's pretty crazy, actually. The hired guy also said that it was faked, says Sarah. Yeah, exactly. The guy that you're talking about, the guy who was working with the do-rag guy. And how can we trust those guys to be telling the truth at all? It's crazy. All right. Oh, all right. Here goes. Still open my first waifu pack tonight. That's right. Is the Charmander a contender for a 10? Likely not. It's probably going to be a 9. Because we haven't checked the back of the card. His friends. Right. Dude, that was messed up. You got all these guys who are going to benefit from Tiger King going to jail. They're going to financially benefit from it. But they would never lie. They're just good, upstanding citizens. It's not like they're trying to hand in somebody to the federal government to avoid being prosecuted themselves. They don't have a motive to lie about Tiger King, right? Whoa. We're going to pull the camera over. There we go. Now think about it. These guys don't want to go to jail themselves. The federal government says, all right, so then give us a guy. And they're like, yeah, Tiger King, he's a murderer. He didn't actually murder anyone. Here we go. Crazy. It's really crazy. Government walks up to you. Hey, bro, want to murder someone you don't like? Yeah, I totally do. Cool. Pay me for it. Doesn't pay for it. Aha, you are a murderer. Go straight to jail. All right, here we go. This will be the hot half of the box, right, Mr. Jose Maldonado? We're on the second half. Time to pull you Golden Snorlax. This would be a shock if it wasn't the first time. Here's Tauros. Has that new 2-pack been open yet? It's right there, and there's a few spots remaining. I think it's just 3 spots. There's Blaziken. Laughing all the way to the bank. His first box was the box with the Blissey in it. So, look at that. The second box appeared to be hotter than the first box, but it was the first box that had the Blissey that could grade as a 10. Here's Cub Fu. So don't give up on the box. Let's see what's in here. He ordered a second live grade after this, okay? And you all better be staying here this time. Here's Thwacky and Blissey. You're saying Tiger King paid multiple times to do a hit on, what's her name? Here's Blaziken. Look at this Blaziken. Very nice. Karen's Conviction. Didn't the guy with the do-rag actually change teams as well? Isn't he trying to he's trying to tell the federal government that he kind of made his story up? I don't remember. I remember there was like a Tiger King Part 2 that came out, and I vaguely remember that's kind of how it ended, with him admitting it was all a lie. He had lied to the federal government. Here goes Inke. Woo! Getting the hot ones for Mr. Jose Maldonado. Think we could get a roll call before the live grade? No. Let me go ahead and take a look at this. Give me a second. So the problem is you did get 3 pulls. You got Liepard, Urn of Vitality, and Peony. But you don't want any of these guys. This is a Dude Foo, who's thin on the bottom. This is the Urn. It actually looks pretty good. It is also a little bit thinner on the bottom, but it's not too bad. Yeah, so this is slightly off center, but this would probably have a shot at a 10. This is real off center. That one could grade 8 from its off-centeredness. Now, jumping over to the Tops pack, let's take another look at the Tops pack. So in your Tops pack, you got this Charmander. How charming. And as you can see, he does have some residue on the back, which means he would not have a chance for a 10. He would probably have a chance at a 9, but not a 10. So I would say don't use the live grading. That's what I would say to you, Mr. Jose Maldonado. You could use it on Urn of Vitality, but that's just not worth the cost of the grading. So it's better to have a hotter pull instead. I'm going to go ahead and pop these in your bag. Pokemon cards are so hard to grade in general. That's what makes them valuable. So when you see a card come out 10, you know that it's already better than the average card. You know what I mean? I would say more than half of the freshly pulled cards are grading 10, but there's maybe about a third of them that can't grade 10. Okay. You lose on boxes. Good luck getting a 10. Bought into the pack break. I got to fight this Titan Jose. Well, you have the same odds as if everyone had 1 spot. I respect that you're so honest. 1 live. There we go. Better to buy a few packs. Ah, there we go. So you have a live grade Jose Maldonado. I don't want to spend it unless you're going to get a 10, but you can tell me if you want to spend it instead. You could do $70 worth of more packs or something like that with that money, but we'll save it. You do have your lovely Blissey 10. Woo! Dude, you went deep tonight. You went really deep. Now let's see if we can find where that line cut off. All I remember is we had helped Big T Exotic, Michael King, Sven Jansen, Edgardo Cruz. 1 battle style for Edgardo Cruz. 2 Dragon Ball Showdowns. All right, Dragon Ball Showdowns. Let's see. Oh, they're over here. And we're going to need a new box of these. Give me a minute. All right. I have a 1 of 1 TCC 10 slab. Yeah, we have, this is a real small business when it comes to card grading, so we don't have the volume of another company. Credit limit increase incoming. All right. Very nice. Were you going to reshuffle slabs after 100 likes? Oh, I think I was. I think that's what I was going to do. I tell you what I'll do, though. I'll get 1 or 2 slabs up on the table that are new, okay? What's up, Felix? All right, so give me a minute. Webcam wants the slabs. What are you talking about? Oh, I gotta catch those hot boys. What? My TCC 10 Sleepy Tyranitar came yesterday. Nice, man. Alex quit banning my love bot. Come on, Alex. I'm gonna add this beautiful Gengar Mimikyu to the table. Let's see. What else can we add? God dang it, Bobby. When did the Cosmic Eclipse box get open? It's not open yet. It's still sealed. Yeah. That is not open yet. How much for the DBZ box? I think there's 24 packs in the DBZ box. So you would do 24 times the price. Beautiful Gengar. I agree. That is a beautiful Gengar. I have a second Gengar. I'm going to be pricing it up. Cynthia Rule 34. Master! You better not. I'm going to tell your mom. Does your mom know you see this? She would disapprove. She'd be like, you're going to go straight to heck. So we have this lovely Gengar Mimikyu from Tagbolt. What's up, Cirrus Plays? You're looking for Alex. How much for all your stock? Give me a deal. $20. Take it or leave it. Okay, so it looks like this Gengar Mimikyu is going to be about $58. It's pretty affordable. Especially considering you probably could just send it to PSA and have it be a 10. But, yeah, I don't know. At such a low price, you might as well just leave it in the CGC slab, right? Okay, Mr. Edgardo, let me go ahead and trade up these slabs real fast. Lots of slabs. Those are some fancy slabs, man. All right, Sneeps. Sneeps. Lots of Sneeps tonight. We've got Hit Universe 6 combination. Ooh. And Ice Shenron, Power of Darkness. Once again, this is for Edgardo Cruz. Any BGS slabs? I got one BGS slab. I don't have it on the table, though. Okay, and then the Battle Styles was cold. Super Snipe. Maybe. All right, here's your bag. What value you think you have in sealed product, mister? 300,000? Oh, $20 at least. There we go. Now we have Manuel Barragan. 1 Brilliant Stars. 1 Brilliant Stars. 1 Chili Rain. 1 Chili Rain. 1 Fusion Strike. 1 Fusion Strike. All right. For Mr. Manuel Barragan. Sleeps. And toss this over here. I'm going to swap these because this guy looks so good. He should be closer toward the center. Look at this card. Yeah, you got to tilt it to see that. Whew. Was Celestial Storm popular at all? Well, back when we had Celestial Storm, we did sell a couple cases of it, but I don't think it was that popular because really there weren't enough like chase pulls in this set. That's for Manuel. Sorry, Manuel. All 3 of those are cold. Woo! Okay. How much do you make a night, mister? Oh, about $100. Manuel Bargain. How much do you make, mister? If only I could find this bag to put these 3 hollows in it. Mister, what Pokemon would you choose for the Apocalypse? It's a great question. Alcremie, so that I never go hungry. Let me think about it. Ooh. Justin Young, 1 NBA Select. It's a good question. What do you guys think? What do you guys think is the best? What do you guys think is the best post-apocalypse Pokemon? Is Steam Siege really the worst expansion set? That's a good question. $20 in inventory, making $100 a night. Mr. Answers to the questions are great. Next question, he's going to be like, what's your pee-pee size? What's your greatest fear? Here's Andrew Wiggins, Patrick Williams, Alex Caruso, and Nicolo Jokic. I'm probably saying his name wrong. Mister, what's your social security number? Mister, what's your credit card number? There we go. Here's Patrick Williams. Ooh, Patrick. And Andrew Wiggins. This is for Justin Young. Thanks, Justin. Miltank. Gotta need a source of beef. Gotta start that farm somewhere. Let's see. Here we are. Appleton, you can keep replanting. What's your social security, mister? Oh, look. It's our friend webcams.chat. Appleton isn't an apple, bro. Yeah, he is. Have you seen him? Alan Duarte, 1 poker card, 2 battle region. You got it, mister. Oh, look at this. Chikorita, Ace of Clovers. All right, nice pull. 2 battle regions. Can I get your ring size? No reason. I'm a ring size 12, I think. And then my shoe size is also 12, actually. Mister is a cop badge, hashtag Mister. What? What are we talking about? Okay, we've got Mamoswine. I think he meant the other ring size. Oh. All right, that's for Alan. Mr. Alan Duarte. Here it is. Sweet. Jaden McGregor. Hey, mister, could I get 2 spots in the Cosmic Eclipse box break? I bet you could. Oh, yeah, I was hoping this would end tonight, but then I woke up late for the stream. $27.28. Two battle regions. I have a small bag, he says Jaden. Mister, is a box of chilling, 144. Is it? I think it is. Here's Typhlosion. Oh my. He's got all his little fireballs. What's up, Chris? And Wadir. That's for Jaden McGregor. Let's see which box you're in. Not here. How about this box? Aha, Mr. Jaden. Applin would work. Which Pokemon will help us with the nuclear fallout, you think? If we buy box break spots, are we allowed to request our spots be separated, or do they have to be consecutive? You could have separated spots. Not a big deal, I guess. Okay, now we have Gregory Powers. 3 of the Star Wars Series 3. You got it. Here they are. Ooh. Sneeps. Okay, pack number 1. You can put you in a bubble. Keep the radiation out. That's true. You know, really the answer is just whatever Pokemon's most powerful if you think about it. Oh, I don't like this music. This music's too slow. You got first day production of Luke Skywalker and his father, Darth Vader. This is actually a really cool card, by the way. That's great. First day production. I think that's kind of like a first edition card. I think that's the way to think of it. Because you can get this card without the print down here. So this is actually really cool. Pretty nice. Oops. Card slid away. I'll take 1 Mistymon to restart the human population. Here's a cold pack. What was your first print run in this one? Oh, there it is. Luke and Yoda. Most powerful Pokemon is Shuckle. That's right. He can make you berry juice. Shuckle juice. Ah, this music's horrible, man. I hate music of this style. But it's over. No, is it over? There we go. I skipped forward. All right. Getting his orders from the Emperor. No etched full arts. Okay. That's for Gregory Powers. Mr. Gregory. Let's find your bag, Gregory. Let's see if he mentions anything about his bag. He says, I have a bag. Okay, so we know we're on the hunt for something. I suspect you would have a bag full of, that's right, Star Wars cards. Haha, we found you. All right, Gregory Powers, you got a bag full of a lot of Star Wars cards. So your bags are really full now. Those bulk Star Wars cards. Are there any Spaceball cards? I'll buy them if there is. Spaceballs would be pretty funny. I don't think there's probably that big of a market for them. Very niche. Joseph Posey. 7 battle regions for our friend Joseph Posey. Well, Mr. Joseph, that's what you're going to get. We got 6 here. Of course we got 6. So what that means, we need a fresh case. Give me a minute. Lucky for me, I had a fresh case on hand just for this. Did you hear about the WNBA player in jail in Russia? Yeah, I heard about that a couple days ago, that they were in trouble for having weed. Oh, no. Not weed. As you all know, weed's very dangerous. People who smoke weed tend to do all the crime. I'd like an express grade on the 25th anniversary Blastoise in my bag. I'm aware it's a little off-center. You got it, Joseph. Anything for Joseph. It was probably CBD. Says, I'm gaming in food for you. Oh no, it's not the devil's lettuce. Quick, send them off to the gulag. They'll be the perfect pawn for, maybe not pawn, the perfect bartering piece for when we need to exchange war prisoners. That's probably what they were thinking. They're like, you know what we need right now? Some war prisoners. The Russians are like, you know, it would be nice. We could capture a couple Americans, hold them hostage, sell them back to America. I feel really bad for her. It's just some girl, like, what's she gonna do? You know what I mean? Some girl with some weed. Oh, yeah. This is really, really what's causing all the problems in the world. Look at that, man. It's basically kidnapping. Beautiful. I love these sparkling cards. I hope they look that good when we get them in English. It's basically a kidnapping. What an outrage, dude. Not like it's any more outrageous than the war itself. Here's Vaplume and Lampant. Yay! For Mr. Joseph Posey. So he wants a live, not a live grade, an express grade on his Blastoise. You got it, man. You'll be in the JO box, right? So let's go find you. Wow, so grateful that you guys are hanging out with us tonight. We started real late, and we still have 150 people watching. That's very cool, you guys. Hope you're having a nice night. We can talk about anything you guys want, by the way. If you got any questions, or if you got any things on your mind. My life's pretty boring right now. Nothing unusual happening. Oh, no, I shouldn't say that. My wife's going on a mini vacation starting today, actually. After she's done with work today, she's on a mini vacation. Joseph Posey has a box. Joseph, I should have looked at your message before searching. So you got a box, huh? Really? The Joseph Posey box, I suppose. I don't even see it. It's always a fun time with Mister. Hopefully. Except for when I'm angry. You won't like me when I'm angry. Well, Joseph Posey, since I can't find it, it doesn't exist. No, I'm just kidding. Where's this Joseph Posey box? Theo Lang has a box. You must be here. Oh, yep, there you are. I found you. You're with the Z box, which I would not expect that. I would not expect that I placed you with the Z box, but that's where you were. Okay, now we need to find that Blastoise. Inventing Anna was cracked. That fish is crazy. Oh, man, look at this, guys. He's got a big hit bag. Ooh. Garchomp, Cleffa, Blastoise. So many cool cards. Rayquaza, Birthday Pikachu. Seeing these ridiculous floods in Sydney and Brisbane in Australia? Crazy scenes, man. All right. Very nice. Forgot I got to put these away, too. All right, perfect. We've gone from bushfires and droughts to being practically underwater. It's kind of crazy down here. Damn, dude. Sorry to hear that. I don't know. This looks so nice. So that'll be for Joseph Posey. Lots of price gouging. Joseph. Talking about toilet papers. There's a lot of fear right now over what's going to happen with the price of things. Who knows what happens, man? What if we get another round of stimmy checks? Dude, stimmy checks. I think stimmy checks was like opening Pandora's box, to be honest. I think it was a really bad move. We shouldn't have done it. Everyone's going to be like, we need stimmy checks now. Zach Patch, 2 cold Merlin packs. All right, we got 2 cold Merlin packs for the Zach Patch. He's looking for a hollow Charmander. Charmander, Tangela. There's a Gengar too. That's actually not a bad pack at all. Kind of a cool one. You blame Russia. Damn it, Russia. Why couldn't you have left good enough alone? Well enough. That's how it goes. Why couldn't you have left well enough alone? Yeah, Mr. Putin's showing his dark side. That's for sure. He's like, time to invade. Lovely Snorlax Hollow. All right. Lovely. The PPP loans were worse than the stimulus checks. So much fraud in those. What were the PPP loans? Could you remind me? Were those small business loans? Okay, so Zach Patch. Where do we have Zach? Zach Patch. My mind's telling me that he is nearby. See, are you up here on the table, actually, Mr. Zach? Zach. Yes. Yes, you are. Here you are. I remember now. Oh, that's William Balls. Here it is, Zach Patch. Small business loans. I'm going to need a huge small business loan with no interest rate. Paycheck Protection Program. I heard about those being pretty handed out too easily. Maybe I should have applied for one. Could have bought up more Pokies. Alan Duarte says 2 live customs. Alan, you got it, Alan. 1 and 2. Oh, Mr. Allen, those are totally cold. Sorry, man. 1 poker card. Okay, 1 poker card. You got a nice poker card. That's going to be Slow King. Ooh, nice. 1 VMAX Climax. All right, VMAX Climax. It costs the government more money to investigate PPP fraud than we gave away to save businesses. That's stupid. And 1 battle region. Okay, we got 1 battle region. Battle region is the popular set right now. You guys were destroying my VMAX Climax backstock earlier. You definitely would have gotten approved. I need a PPP loan, quick! Okay, there's Noctowl, and here's your VMAX Climax. Very nice, man. You pick up the Character Secret Rare. His name's Mustard, yes. Mustard. She traveled to Russia with weed, bruh. I know, she's a danger and menace to society. Quick, throw this woman into jail because of how dangerous she is. So he also wants 1 Hololive. I'm sorry, I missed the Hololive. Here it is. Now, obviously, they threw her in jail, and probably not because they care a whole lot about weed. They probably care mostly about the fact that she's an American. And they're going to go, you know, we could trade this person we have in our jail with this soldier we want returned to us. You know what I mean? This high-value soldier you happen to have. What was she thinking? She probably wasn't thinking Russia's going to throw me into jail. All right, Mr. Allen. Now, I feel really bad for her. Russia's very strict with drugs. Yeah, you're probably right. They probably are. That sounds like something Russia would be strict on. Have you ever cut cards while opening a pack? As an accountant, I can confirm the PPP loan was boat money for the already wealthy. Crazy mans. Kip F. 2 Opus 1 packs for our friend Kip F. Not Kip Saxon, Kip F. All right. I have a box, says Kip. Yes, sir. Yes, mister. Sneeps. I'm going to go ahead and rewind this music to the beginning. I like the beginning music better. We got Butt Naked Shiva. That's a butt. You got Rain. Yuna and Yuna. It's interesting. Lots of Yuna in there. I'll be giving codes out. Is there any real valuable cards in Rent a Girlfriend? Yes. There are signature cards you can pull that are selling for a lot of money. Ooh, he pulls Hollow Sephiroth. Nice, man. Librao. I swear to God, I got to learn how to buy these outfits for my wife because she needs some of these Final Fantasy outfits. Of course, she'd probably like it if I'm all dressed up like Sephiroth. Why don't we dress like this? This is way cooler than the way people dress in real life. That's why we got cosplayers, right? All right, here we are. Modern society, our outfits are so boring. Guess that's just how it is. I don't know. All right. Wait, who's this? Kip? No, you're not. You're not Quip. You're Kip. Okay, all right. So I thought my wife woke up or something. Thought she was coming in here to tease me. Free Mimi. Oh my gosh. Alex is handing out the free codes, guys. Be sure to catch some of these free codes from Alex. So Mr. Kip, I think this is the hits bag. Yeah, that's a nice pull there. Holographic Sephiroth from Opus 1. Probably very gradable. That would be a high pick. So I want that Cloud Legendary Holo to pop out again. That's a crazy card. We've pulled it in the past. Patrick Strader. One live boosty. You got it. One live boosty. Chip, 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 chip. Evie VMAX. We went from John Wayne Society to Pee Pee Poo Poo Society. Okay, now we need 3 of the anniversary packs. No, that can't be right. One live boosty. Here's a... Oh, I'm looking at the wrong order. Okay, yes, it is. Okay, so there we go. I was looking at the order before yours. There we go. And 4 of the celebrations. I was like, that doesn't add up. In his old age, he forgot how to do math. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, celebrations. $2 to the bird. Hey, you're the first person to donate to the bird tonight, I think. Or are you the second person? You might be the second person. No, you're the first person. Very cool. Let's see what happens. Bird's down to 311. Oh, that's bright. All right. Mr. Patrick Strader. Going deep. Hard times create tough people. Oh, I'm so tired of hearing this. It's just a fancy way of saying everyone's a bussy right now. You're all pussies. Just a longer way of saying that. You know what I mean? What are you typing there, Alex? All right, we've got Dark Gyarados for Mr. Patrick Strader. That looks great. Here's Mega Rayquaza. Another really nice pull. Ooh. Celebration pack's treating you well right now. Cold. And Pikachu. Pikachu. What are you doing here? Very cool. Dude, what if they just stopped printing celebrations right now? How much cardboard junk does the stream generate? Oh, mind-blowing. Mountains of it. Mountains. I got 5 dumpsters. 5 of those dumpsters that you get like the mechanical truck that has an arm that lifts them up into the truck. 5 of those. And they fill up every week. Okay, how about these beautiful 25th anniversary packs? Oh, look at that. He's got the other Rayquaza. Look at that. You got both of them. Now, these actually look quite similar. Cool. Swoop, swoop, swoop. Cleffa with the golden border. And finally, come on. Rocket's admin from Rocket Returns. That's not Charizard. Don't the neighbors ever get curious? Not really. In fact, neither of my neighbors are here even. They only show up in the summertime. One of my neighbors does know that I'm running a home business. He's like, that's cool. Okay, Patrick Strader. So the neighbors to my left and right, they're not even home. They're not home until the summertime comes back. They live somewhere else. It's kind of cool, actually. It's really private up here. And by private, I mean lonely. Now, Patrick, what was going on with your stuff? Here we are. Oh. There we go. Nick Draper says, 10 of the 7 deadly sins. Move this out of the way. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Throw a party in your neighbor's backyard. You guys jump in the lake naked? Yeah, actually, we've done that. We've done that at night. So last summer, when it was like over 100 degrees outside and the water's like 90 degrees, you can just take your clothing off and swim naked in the night. It's really, really nice. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You got like total privacy. I mean, there's like boats that go by, but it's so dark that they can't see that you're naked. Nobody can see that you're naked, really. We'll probably do that again this year because the water gets so warm. It's like a hot bathtub. Really, really nice. It's really, really deep water too. We're living in one of the deepest coves in the entire lake. Have you guys done a polar plunge? No, we joked about it, but no, we'll never do that. It's not worth it. Mr. pooped in the lake every week over the summer. It was the coolest thing. Sounds freaky. Yeah, it's pretty freaky. Something about being in warm water is very, very sexy. All right, you ready? Here it goes. We've got Elizabeth, options for disguise. You're going to have to keep that card. Any mythical water creatures? I thought about buying maybe like a Gold Star Gyarados and putting it in a bottle and then throwing it out in the water with like a rope and a brick attached so that it would sink to the bottom. But, you know, it'd be such a waste. Here's Merlin's superior skills. She's so superior. More like superior cleavage. Elizabeth, new dress. Okay. Okay. Guild Thunder, magic words. Warm water equals people been pissing in it. The lake is huge, man. It's a really, really large. And so that's not really a big concern. I mean, this lake water, though, there's like animals living in the water. So it's not like chlorine water. But you know where people really probably piss a lot? Probably the chlorine water, which is why they put bleach in it, which is, I think chlorine's just like bleach but diluted, isn't it? Also, I think I was reading somewhere that chlorine was linked to carcinogens, or it was found to be carcinogenic, but they, I think it was something like scientists said that the benefits of swimming outweigh the risk of, getting a little bit of chlorine in your body. Oh no, it's a bot. Vom today. Free me, mom. All right, what do we got here? No full arts in this round. It's kind of a bummer, man. Dude, lots of girls in this set. Mr. Nick Draper. Give me a hot one, he said. I'm sorry, Nick. That's real tough, Nick. Okay, and here is the Merlin card. You like the piggy? Aha, Nick Draper. You're going to be over here. Anyone here want some Darkness Ablaze codes? Me. Where's the free ones? Come on, mister. I'm just here for the free ones. So we got one very, very large Nick Draper bag. Is it true that fish poop in lakes? It is true. It is true. There's poopies everywhere. Constant poopies. Trash man is awake at this time, Pog. Right. I think I gotta move my dumpsters out today. So we gotta wrap up soon. Actually, it's 5:27 right now, so I'm calling no more orders. I know it's a very short stream, but I'm afraid that's the way it is. We started late, so no more orders. Eric Beltran says 6 packs of Hololive. I actually wish we could go much later. Now, this looks like I'm out of Hololive, but I think I have more in the other room. Mister got me addicted to saying free ones. Come on, government, do something. We want some free ones. All right, give me a second. So it's looking like we're out of Hololive. I'm going to go mark it as sold out for the moment. I'm sorry, Eric. I've got a ridiculous amount of code cards, says Epic Gamer. So, Eric Beltran, we were able to grab you 4 out of 6. That means you got $22 left over. Eric Beltran. Sounds like it's time for me to place an order for Hololive. So you used my codes, huh? Oh, I should write down the amount. What's up, Gentu? Are the code cards from premium boxes better than from a booster pack? Are the code cards from premium boxes better than a booster pack? All right, Eric Beltran, last round of the Hololives. Who's this? You got the boobies, girl. Wow, congratulations. Also, this holographic card. What if every time you bathe and poop, it adds 20 years to your life? Would you do it? I mean, 20 years is 20 years, man. So obviously, most people would take that deal. You're not even making it a difficult choice. You should be like, what if bathing and poop increases your life by 1 day? And to be honest, some people would probably still do it. They'd bathe and poop every day. Here's Feet Girl and Bionic Girl and Little Crown Full Art Girl. Wow, you did really well, Eric. You just pulled 3 full arts, man. That's a much higher pull rate than usual. And Sheep Girl. There we go. Yeah, I mean, 20 years. You're not even making it hard, man. You know, there's people who clean sewers for a living, right? And they don't get any years added onto their life. I'd jump in a pile of sewage right now if it meant 2 extra days. I don't know. Maybe that's... No, I'd probably think about it. Like, if you could make a habit out of it, if you could learn to withstand it. Eric Beltran, I'd be the Poopy Boys. We could all be the Poopy Boys, all together. We'd make a game out of it. Who could jump in the poopy the most times? All right, Eric Beltran. People already suffer so much to live just a little bit longer, if you think about it. All the surgeries, all of the... you know, when you get cancer, you have chemo, which is really painful. If you guys didn't know it, chemo like destroys your body. So we already jump through a pile of poop just to live a little bit longer. Jumping in poop would probably be easier than chemo. If you had the option between months of chemo and jumping in a pile of poop, I'd probably take the pile of poop. All right, there we go, Eric. That's just the truth. Zachary Hickman. Been a while, break me a box of Chili Rains. All right, Zachary, 1 whole box of Chili Rain. You got it, man. Wait, I just got back. We opened 6, right? What's up, Eric? We only opened 4, and you got $22 left over, and Hololive is now sold out. You got the last 4 packs. They were pretty good. You opened 4 packs and got 3 full arts. So I don't know what the deal was with those last 4 packs, but they were hot, dude. How do you bathe in solid poopies? I don't know. Oh, dude, the sewage came up from the toilet and bathtub in my downstairs bathroom, like 3 inches of the town sewage in my bathroom. Yeah, we had that problem in our home. It was a really big problem. Our home had this really, really beautiful poplar tree in the front yard. It turned out the roots of the poplar tree were making its way into the sewage line and causing clogs. And so all that poop was coming right back up out of our sewage and soaking up our whole bathroom floor. It's just this thick, brothy, stinky poop. Like as if everyone took a poop in a big bowl and you blended it up with water and then you just poured it across the entire basement. So we had that happen when I was a kid. We had that happen like 3 or 4 times. It was really bad. And then after it happened like one more time, my dad's like, the tree's got to go. So we chopped that beautiful poplar down, and the problem went away afterwards. It was like life-changing when those poopies were in the bathroom. I mean, you could smell it throughout the whole house. It didn't matter what room you're in. It was such a powerful stench. It didn't matter where you were. You felt like you were going to hurl. And it was like a hazard, you know, it was like a hazmat moment. And guess how we dealt with it? We cleaned it ourselves, because why would we hire professionals to clean the sewage out of our basement when we've got 11 kids you can hire? And the kids work for free, right? And guess who cleaned it the most? This guy, the oldest son. I scrubbed poopies off of that floor for days. Here's Slow King VMAX. I'll never forget it. Not only did you get to kneel in the intoxicatingly delicious sewage, but you also had to deal with a lot of bleach. So you were breathing bleach for hours. That was the other part of it. Bleach fumes. You know, enough to make you dizzy. So I never forgot that. That was like a core memory when I was a kid. I think I must have been about 15. I think I was about that age when it was happening. It was a really bad problem. Dude, it was horrible because you could hear it. You could hear the sewage coming. You'd be like, start pulling the rugs up. Get all the toys out of here. You know, it was like this super emergency. The whole family run down the stairs. Everyone would be grabbing everything and just throwing it across the room away from the sewage. And the sewage would start backing up a little bit at a time. And you knew you had a little bit of time to save some stuff. Like you could grab, you know, if you had like a nice thing on the floor, a nice toy, you could grab the toy and just like run it across the room to a high point. Never forgot that. Tornadoes! That's for Zachary Hickman, and he's got the Tornadoes alternative art. Ooh. Beautiful, man. Lots of live parts today. Live part shows up in this set, doesn't he? All right. Remember, guys, no more orders. We're wrapping up for the night. Here's Lichen Rock. Thick Skin Mister. Yeah, well, my dad cleaned it the first time all by himself. What he did was he bought a machine at, like, Home Depot. And it was some kind of machine. You plugged it up, and it has a wire coil. And the coil feeds down into the tube where the sewage is coming from, and it's got a blender at the end, and you just keep feeding it down until it finally runs into the blockage and chops it up. So he was using that machine for hours. He had like big boots on. He was standing in the sewage, running the machine down into the sewage, and he made me watch and learn. And because he was always like that. He's like, you got to learn how this works. So I watched it. It finally broke up, and all the sewage starts draining down. So you just kind of wait a little while, and all the sewage goes back down the pipe. That's how your basement's typically designed. Your basement's designed so that it all drains down that pipe, right? And yeah, we would just watch the poop go back down the tube. It was pretty satisfying to think that, you know, oh, the house is saved. And then after that, there's like all the poop residue that's left over. You start throwing everything away. Every carpet gets thrown away. Our basement, not a finished basement, so it was concrete on the floor, right? So everything got thrown away. And then you come in with giant bowls full of bleach and water, and you start bleaching the whole basement. The entire every poopy chunk gets pushed back down the drain, and you start bleaching everything. And it's pretty intense. You got like fans open, windows open, and you're coughing because there's too much bleach, and your eyes burn and your skin burns, and you can't really take too many breaks because it's like you're amongst the poop. So, you know, you need to cleanse yourself before you're truly free. You can't even cleanse yourself because the sewage also would come back up all of the sinks and all of the bathtubs. The sewage would come back up in those too. So even the bathrooms needed to be cleaned because it would come up the toilet, and the toilet would overflow, and then your bathtub was full of sewage, your sink was full of sewage. It was pretty extreme. So all those things needed cleaning, and you couldn't shower. You just couldn't do anything. But you had to start somewhere, and yeah, it was pretty extreme. We never hired, you know, as an adult now, I'm like, holy Jesus, just hire like a cleanup team. You know, that deals with waste, right? You can't even lick your lips down there or you'll taste it. Exactly. You can't even lick your own fingertips. Darn it. But, you know, I think that the people who clean up sewage out of your basement, they probably cost extra to hire. They're not like hiring a typical house cleaner, you know what I mean? So my parents probably saw the bill and said, we're not going to do that. We're going to hire our kids to clean it. That's what's going to happen. Did you ever see muck come out? I did. I saw the muck come out. Cost CSI for that kind of thing. Yeah, I'm guessing that we could have hired cleaners, but that it would have cost an arm and a leg. You know, because if your job is cleaning sewage out of other people's basement, you probably get paid extra. I don't know what that pays. It probably pays a special price. It's like such an emergency. You can't even go to sleep, man. I used to do plumbing and it was disgusting, says Angelo. Nice. Yeah, I mean, you can't even go to bed when your whole home smells like an outhouse. It is not possible to sleep in that. So you're like renting at a hotel, trying to get all the kids out of the home while the house is rescued. It's such a scramble, you know, and your daily life is totally destroyed. When I was at Paris Island, there was some kind of outbreak in the squad bay. They made us use it. They made use clean with bleach and alcohol, etc. Windows, doors shut. Brutal. Some kind of outbreak, huh? Look it up, says Mike's. I have one more code for you today, Rusty, says Epic Games. All right, here's Pionia, and here's, what do we got? Fire-resistant gloves. Yeah, so that happened about 4 times with us before we chopped our tree down. And we knew something was wrong. So we were like, why is it still backing up, right? It's not like a one-time event. It just kept happening. So at some point, our basement was totally stripped down. There was like nothing left down there. And we were just preparing for the next time that it would back up. And then eventually, I guess my dad hired some guys to feed a camera down into the sewage drain, and they discovered the roots there. They're like, you got roots everywhere down here. So I remember this now. First, they discovered the roots. Then they ran a larger version of the coil that my dad had. They ran a larger version of that down our tubes, and I guess it chopped the roots up, but they said they're just going to regrow. So that's when we chopped our tree down. So, and it was really sad. It was such a nice tree, really beautiful tree. It was like perfect. Really tall, straight, beautiful branches, gave you great shade in the summertime, and best of all, you could climb it, and I was like the only one who could climb to the top of the tree. It took you really high up in the air. So, you know, that was something I really remember as a kid, is that beautiful tree, and climbing up that tree in the summertime. Tornadoes, volcano. Thinking back on it, you know, climbing those trees so high is super dangerous. I could have definitely fallen out and become, well, I could have died based on how high up I was. I was about three stories in the sky, I'd say, much taller than our home. So, yeah, I guess my parents just let me do that and didn't care about it. Okay, that's Zachary Hickman. I only have a CGC graded scissor if that counts as a bag. No, that does not. Let's go ahead and get you a fresh bag, Mr. Zachary. All right. Tree roots will do right into a sewage line. When we install a new sewage line, we put salt around it to keep roots away from the pipe. Oh, cool. So like large chunks of salt, I guess, and they sit in the earth. That's interesting. Same toilet basement flooding thing happened at my house, but the tree had been chopped down already when the blockage happened. Damn, dude. Perfect fertilizer for the tree. Get some of those good poopy nutrients. So tasty and good. All right, Zachary Hickman. Yeah, I hated life. There was one backup that I basically cleaned all by myself. And I was like, F me, dude. It is like a horror story to have to clean that stuff up. Painfully smelly. Damn, we're all out of room for the Z stuff. All right, well, you're going on the table, Zachary. Chris Acevedo. Hey, mister. 1 Hidden Fates for Chris Acevedo. All right, Chris, welcome back. There we go. 2 shiny legends. Do we got 2 shiny legends? We do got 2 shiny legends. That's nice. 1 EV Heroes. 2 shiny star Vs. 1 live custom. Wow, that's a big order. All right, live custom booster. Quillfish. Come on. Thought there was a sleeve in there. Frickin' quillfish. So, what you guys doing for Easter this year? You guys doing anything fun for Easter? That's full tackle. Oh, I'm sorry. 1 EV Heroes, not full tackle. Getting ready to chop it, too. They're in the same location. No more poopy stocks. Ham. Sleep. That's bolt tackle. Not EB Heroes. I know how to get the audience to interact with me. Just pull out the wrong booster pack. You'll be working on Easter. When you were kids, did you guys have good Easters? We had pretty good Easters in my family. Here's, oh, shiny Magneton. I like it. I'm a fan of shiny Magneton. Here's Ultra Ball Reshiram. Burying eggs for Easter Groudon's head. Looks like a hair clipper guard. What? We got Raikou and Hoopa. Here is Espeon. Espeon the Lesbian. I like those. That's right. Grookie. Wait, Grookie, go. I'll put you here, Grookie. Okay, you're picking up Golden Eternatus. Nice, dude. Beautiful. It's like the golden cards we have in the VMAX Climax packs, right? Gengar Hollows, pretty nice. I like him. I have an ear infection and the pain is unbearable, says Kevin Avalos. Damn, dude, I hate to hear that. I haven't had an ear infection since I was a little kid. I used to get them every now and then as a kid. You know, it would just be like an outbreak in our family. Everyone would suddenly get ear infections. I'm an adult now. I haven't had an ear infection in like 20 years, it feels like. Too bad Eternatus sucks. You still taking orders? I'm sorry, Jose Bustamante. We're wrapping up. There's 15 minutes until 6 a.m., so I got to stop taking orders tonight. Let's see. Okay, Chris Acevedo. Chris, we got a problem. Your box is too full. So this box is all the way full, and we need to ship you out or something, or remove hollows or bulk, or I don't know. That is a full box. Not religious, but I still don't eat red meat on Good Friday. I haven't had a steak in a while. I cut back on the steak. I was doing some research on steaks. Apparently, steaks are really high in cholesterol. So I've slowed down on steaks. I'll have steaks every now and then, but it'll be more like a treat than a common meal. You know what I've actually started trying, which is surprisingly good? I've gotten these pork chops, actually, which I think pork chops still count as red meat. But I got these really low-fat pork chops, and I boil them. So I get raw pork chops, and I'll boil like one little pork chop, and then I'll slice it up after it's done boiling. And it's like, there's no oils, there's no butter, it's just straight protein. And weirdly, it's very easy to eat. Like, it tastes good still. You just put a little salt on it, or you dip it in like barbecue sauce or something like that, right? It tastes fine. Or you could put it into like your bowl of ramen noodles. It's like such a simple form of protein and not that fatty. We sort of like glorify fatty meats, and we glorify sort of like, you know, if you ever watch like TikTok, they're always showing off the very worst ways that you can cook food. Nobody tells you can just boil your meat. And but that's because people want you to pan fry it. People want you to pan fry your meat all the time. And if you don't pan fry it, I guess some people could like bake it, or you could, you know what we did in my family? We wouldn't bake it. We would use that thing in the oven called the broiler. So we would broil the meat on like foil, and so maybe I'll learn how to broil it. But yeah, you know, I'm tired of pan frying it. I'm tired of pan frying meat, because to pan fry the meat, you always have to have so much oil in the pan in order to allow it to sort of like crisp up and cook correctly. And you're really just eating like a stick of butter if you do that, unless you use olive oil. But I don't know, olive oil, it's kind of the same deal. It's like you're adding an enormous amount of other things to your food. You could just have the meat by itself, and yeah, I'd give it a try. I mean, before you knock it, it's kind of an interesting thing. If you're trying to eat healthy, so if you're real conscious of how you're eating and you're trying to eat healthier, it's really not bad. You ever use a steam cooker? It makes some great meals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So we got 16 packs here. 17, 18, 19, and 20. What about an air fryer? You know, I still never tried an air fryer. I definitely should give it a try. Maybe an air fryer would work well. But I don't know. There's something weird about boiling the meat where it feels almost like the water has sort of pulled out a lot of the stuff that would have been left in the meat. Like, what if you're actually trying to extract the oils and the fats out of the meat rather than keep them in, which is what everyone tells you to do for flavor, right? For flavor, it's all about flavor. And I've been cooking with lots of seasonings and flavors for years. Now I'm doing like the opposite of that. I'm like trying to remove the flavor. I'm trying to remove the excess from the food and just eat the basic ingredient, like vegetables. You could just go eat a green pepper or a leaf of lettuce or a a carrot that you chopped up or peeled. You don't have to add like all this crap to it, like gravy and a stick of butter and 50 pounds of seasoning so that your food tastes like anything except what it really tastes like. You know, you don't have to do all that. You could just eat like the raw food. And so it's an interesting experiment. Another nice thing I like about how simple it is, right? So when you pan fry your pork, you got to be real careful about it burning, and you got to stand there, and then you got a dirty pan. If you actually just boil like a pork chop, it's real simple. It boils real fast. The pot takes like 2 seconds to clean. The lack of oil is really nice somehow. It's like cleaner somehow. Wow, you can use it the same way you make in an oven. Yeah, that's a good question, Ken. So another thing about boiling the pork chop, it takes like 5 minutes. So it's about as fast as a microwave. It doesn't take, if you use your oven, it's going to be like 30 minutes. It takes, well, I don't know, 30, maybe like 15. It takes a while with the oven, and you got to get like, you got to get the, whatever pan you're using and the foil, if you're going to use foil so you don't have to clean the pan. But if you just pop it into a boiling water, the water's already almost like self-cleaning. It's weird. I'd buy Kamala Harris fart jars. Oh my God. Mr. Alex, you're out of control, man. Here we go. Tyler Davis. We got Whirlipede. Yeah, when you boil it, it's almost like it's maybe the cleanest way to cook a piece of food. It's weird. It feels like the boiling cleans it. That's what it seems like. We've got Rune Righteous. Here's Ghastly and Porygon. I love that hyper rare Gengar Mimikyu. He's a nice card, isn't he? Let's take a quick look. If I'm not mistaken, a whole box of Tag Bolt, which is what he comes from, is, I think they're close to $200 now, a whole box of it. But you know, your odds of actually pulling a hyper rare out of a Japanese box are very low. And then if you do pull a hyper rare out, it's probably not going to be Gengar all the time. It could be something else. And then on top of that, this one's already graded, and it's already graded 10. That's a great price, in my opinion. Because for you to get one of those Gengars and grade it yourself, it would be very expensive for you to do, you know? I mean, if you count the $50 toward the PSA, the cost of grading with PSA, and there's a lottery to get graded with PSA at that price. So if you do count that, his real cost is about $200. It's about the price of a box of Tag Bolt anyways. So that's why I've been opening fewer cards and buying more slabs. That's because I think that these slabs are in a really good place right now in terms of price. Here's Echoing Horn. Mister, do you think Jen Psaki is attractive? I am actually a big fan of girls who have red hair. I simp for the red hair girl. But no, I don't really like her too much. I'm not a fan. I think probably, maybe it's the politics of it all, you know what I mean? She's too political. It's hard to find somebody attractive who is so repugnant politically. All right, we have Weavile. Ooh. Here's Old Cemetery. Here's Blaziken VMAX. Well, just different golden cards. What are you saying? Here's Galarian Farfetch. So this is for Tyler Davis. You've pulled 2 full arts Tyler. You have Celebi as well. She looks like Mark Zuckerberg with the wig. That's a good point. She's got sort of this weird... She has a weird look. She looks almost kind of mannish. Hard to describe. And there we go. Sweet. All right. Mr. Tyler Davis. Where am I going to find your bag, Tyler? Here's the tea box. Are you a natural redhead? No, I'm not. I have brown hair. My wife's something called a dirty blonde. That's where your hair is blonde and reddish at the same time. Of course, though, she was like that when I met her. Over time, I feel like her hair has turned a bit darker over time. She wants to dye her hair like sort of like a platinum blonde. I was like, yes, do it. Did we ship you? He says, thank you, I have a bag. Tyler Davis has a bag. Let's go find it. We're definitely having a backup where there's too many bags. That is definitely an issue right now. So we got those two tea bags over there, 2 boxes, tea bags. I can't say it. Tea bag boxes. That's what I'm trying to say. Tyler Davis, give me some info about your bag. You got a large bag, right? That's why I remember about you last. Mister, I wish you had tons of vintage packs. I love vintage. Pack breaks are so scary to get into. Yeah, I mean, even if I did have lots of vintage packs, which I do, you would just be paying a whole lot for them. So it's no different than the pack break. If you want to open the whole vintage pack break for yourself, you would just order 10 spots in the pack break. So that's what you do. So you can open a pack for yourself anytime you wanted. Sergio Espinoza, Stephen Tripp, Paul Newman. We got too many bags. This is a real problem. It's crazy. It seems like the number of bags we have just keeps expanding. Tyler Davis. He says, I have a bag. All right, let me grab this real fast. Now, you definitely wouldn't be in here. I saw on TV a Bigfoot encounter in Southwest Missouri. It was a very threatening experience for the men. Tyler Ward. You were definitely in the red box. So I should just be grabbing the red box and you should just be in there. But you're not in there. Probably because we took your bag out and placed it somewhere else. Because it was too large. Yay! We're just creating a new bag for you, okay? New bag for Tyler Davis. I got to keep the stream moving, Mr. Tyler. We were having an issue where we got too many bags. The table is very backed up right now. I hope you have a box with all my slabs, mister. It's a lot of them. I think they will be split between 2 locations, in fact. We have 2 R boxes now. One for returns and one for ones that you purchased off the table. Tyler Davis. There we go. Mr. Tyler, we created a new bag for you because we could not locate the other bag. Okay, Matthew Fowler says 3 live customs. You got it, Mr. Matthew Fowler. 1, 2, oh, look at that. And 3. Okay, Tyler Davis. Tyler, you pick up some vintage cards. That's cool. LMO, he needed a new bag. Tyler Davis says, thank you, I have a bag in his message. So maybe he needed a new bag, but he accidentally said that he had one. Mister, watching you is my favorite part of the night, and I like watching your stream too. Box of Chilling Rain. That's for Matthew Fowler. 1 box. Chilling Rains. You got it, Matthew. All right. Mr. Matthew. Wow, how many boxes of Chilling Rain are we going to open? I feel like we've opened a lot of these today. I love that you let me watch through the window here. Oh, yeah, it's so nice. Did he actually need a new bag? Would you say that women who wear makeup are lying? No, probably not. I mean, as long as everyone's aware of the effects of makeup, I don't think it's lying. It's just improving the way you look. We do it too. We comb our hair, we brush our teeth. Women go a little further than that. They use paintings to increase their beauty. I don't have a big problem with it. I kind of get tired of men beating up on women. Make or ghost women on the first date. It's, who cares, man? If they can make themselves look better with makeup, why not? Right? We do all kinds of even more advanced things with like surgeries, plastic surgeries. You can make yourself look younger by having your skin stretched tighter, or getting rid of your double chin, or, I think in South Korea it's real popular to do like an eye surgery to make your eyes look more wide or something like that. I don't know, more Western perhaps. So who cares? It's all part of the game, right? You got peacocks in the jungle. They don't have the means to put on like makeup, right? The peacocks, but they still evolved to look really good to impress their partners. Well, humans are so smart that we can use tricks like makeup to make ourselves look better. So we're just doing what all the other animals are doing, but we can go beyond just picking out attractive mates, attractive partners for evolutionary improvements to our appearances. We can literally stop and put on something like makeup and be like, okay, now I look better. Or do some kind of eye surgery, right? Or teeth. You got all the people with healthy teeth and they're doing like veneers, right? Yesterday I shipped out a bag and then started a new one with the slab. Oh, so you got a small bag. Got it. Okay, so that's it. Tyler Davis, I imagined you had a really large bag. So that's what the problem is. I bet you're right around here. I bet you got placed in like an S-box or something. So we got the Tyler Davis new bag. Tyler, we'll have to go looking again for it, okay? But not at this moment. We got to keep moving. Tyler, you got a second bag then. 2 bags. We'll get them combined, okay? Here's Cast Form Cobalion. Here's Yamask. It is now 6 a.m. I should be done with the stream right now. I shouldn't be live anymore. And I should be walking off and working on the shipping. Here's Blissey. Kamala is hot without makeup, says Alex. Here's for Frau. And Snow Run. Woohoo! All right. Second half of the box. Mr. Matthew, getting lucky in those live customs, huh? Bro, Alex, that's cap. Oh, yo, Kamala's stepdaughter is so hot. Snip. You put a hollow in the book pile. I probably did. I find myself wanting to take the strong painkillers the doctor gave me for wisdom teeth removal, even when I'm not hurting. Oh my gosh. I know exactly that feeling. So like when you receive like the fentanyl or whatever it is, and it's for like a correct use case, like you've had like a root canal and they're like, all right, here's the good stuff, the morphine stuff. All you can think about is, hey, I'm a drug addict now. Now I'm a drug addict, just like everyone else. Would you accept a Red Lobster gift card for payments? I couldn't make use of it. So unless you're going to give it to me at a steep discount so that I can turn around and sell it, it wouldn't really make sense. Oh, Rainbow Clara. Nice, dude. All right, Rainbow Clara. She's like an e-girl. That's what she looks like. Here's Volcanion. I would have to sell it because there's no Red Lobster where I live. I couldn't make use of it. Okay, we've got Aggron. We got Heracross and Slowking. You did put a hollow in the regular pile. I probably did. Here's Echoing Horn. Here's a crack pipe for that. The other night, I think I was having a small overdose. I felt very tired and I was kind of dizzy. It does make you dizzy. I remember this. I had a root canal and I took one of the full strong painkillers and it made me dizzy. Made me nauseous, actually, which was really fascinating to me because I was like, how do people get addicted to this stuff? Because it was like painful. I didn't like the feeling of the nausea and it did get rid of the pain, which was really good. but the dizziness and the nausea were horrible. I was laying there in bed trying not to hurl for a little while, for like an hour. Didn't last for too long, but yeah, it was like left a bad taste in my mouth, you might say. Snort it, says Brooks. Here's Raltz. And finally, Greedent and Porygon. Sweet. All right, there we go. That's a whole box for Matthew Fowler. Matthew, are you wanting these holographic cards? Let me know. I'm going to go find your bag, Mr. Matthew. Simon is now confused. Here it is, Matthew Fowler. He does look like he probably gives up his holos. Well, but he doesn't have much in his bag either, so I can't tell. Pretty chilly box. Zapdos, Galarian Zapdos, Clara. You got Clara and Zapdos. Those appear to be the 2 hits in the box. You got your vintage Krabbies. I wish J.K. Rowling had an OnlyFans. Oh my gosh, Alex. J.K. Rowling, isn't she in hot water now? Because she said, she basically came out against transsexuals. She said that, you know, being a woman is not something that you can just say that you are. It's something that you have to experience as a woman. She's a feminist, and she's pro like LGBTQ, but I don't think she's like all the way. I think she's one of those feminists that says, well, being a woman doesn't come down to like wearing a dress. You have to be born a woman or something like that, right? Oh, I didn't see Clara. Okay, not bad then. Next, and then she got like canceled for that. Jacob Gay wants 4 brilliant stars. Jacob, you must have been teased a lot in school. You ready? She's a TERF. What's a TERF? I've heard those acronyms where they're trying to call like the feminist, radical feminists if they don't accept like all the stuff. Now she's been in that hot water for the last 10 years. Mike's side, don't tell me that. You're making me feel old, man. Painkillers are naughty, mister. She is my queen. Here goes. We got Snorunt, Boss's Order, and Weavile. We also have Clink and Moltres. And finally, Minccino. So cute. Minccino's adorbs. Mr. Jacob, I'm afraid that is a cold round, though. I'm sorry, man. We can't keep giving mental illness rights. Whew. What is this, the alt-right pipeline? Somebody left a comment in one of my live streams. They're like, is this the alt-right streamer guy? I was like, what are you talking about, man? Anyone I don't like is alt something. Mister, when you get in a drum set, probably never. She said men can't get periods. Right. Which is technically true. Although I think there's some women who can't get periods either. Just because maybe they were born that way. But that would not be the norm for a woman, right? Like we sort of, the way we understand femininity includes, you know, some of those biological definitions. Let's see, Jacob. Did you need a new bag, Jacob? He didn't mention if he had a bag. Joey Albrecht. I don't know what you're talking about. I get my butt period every time I have Chipotle. There's tons of people who have had sex change surgically and years later regret it, get depressed when they come to their senses. We have a Jack Gray. We're looking for Jacob Gay. Let's see, James, Javier. I bet you're probably here. You're probably just further back. Jacob Underwood, James Espada, Jack Daniel. Here we are. I found you. Yeah, you were a little further back. I recognized your name. All these people, enabling them are terrible. Is this the brony streamer with thousands of waifu cards? It is! Female athletes can stop having periods due to being overworked. All right, here we go. So we're refreshing. She got in trouble. It's interesting because feminists fought for a very, very long time. They fought the stereotypes that women are pretty, they have to have breasts that look good, they got to wear makeup, they got to wear dresses. And then what happens is transsexuality comes around the corner and says, aha, we've now defined our sex change by wearing dresses and getting breasts and wearing makeup and being feminine. So like there's probably some feminists that are like, wait a second, that's our thing. You can't like just reverse it on us now. We've worked on that for so long. Okay, I can see there's a lot of orders left. I'm just going to rush through them because we're going to be finishing like 2 hours later. We have Matthew Fowler, 1 pack break. Should have called no more orders sooner. You know what I think happened? We stopped the stream, or we started the stream so late, there were still a lot of people who wanted to place their typical order. Davian Ford says 2 packs of Brilliant Stars. This is for Davian Ford. So it's fascinating. It's fascinating. It's I was watching King of the Hill today with my wife. I was watching King of the Hill again. I told you guys we're watching King of the Hill. I knew about King of the Hill when I was a kid, but I never watched it because I didn't think it was that funny. I thought it was kind of lame. Now I'm an adult and realize a lot of the jokes in the cartoon were not aimed at kids. They were aimed at actual adults. So now it's kind of funny. And we were watching the episode where Hank had to go get driving lessons. Remember that? I don't know if any of you guys have watched King of the Hill, but he had to go get driving lessons. And the plot of the story is that the person giving the driving lessons is kind of a goofball. My bag was once in the D box. It only had 3 cards, says Davian Ford. But the person giving out the driving lessons is a comedian, and he's doing a very bad job. It's a black comedian. He's making a lot of jokes about white people, and Hank's getting real upset about this. And what? Adult cartoons were aimed at adults. Josh Martin is next. He says, I have a pretty big bag. Can I grab 1 live custom? What's up, Josh? 1 live custom for Josh is Doctor. He wants 2 celebrations. All right, we got to get some fresh celebrations. Luckily, we have a box right here. So anyways, during the driving class, the person teaching the class is actually a comedian. He starts making a lot of racist jokes against white people. Hank's real mad. The show kind of reaches this point where the comedian stands up and has to make this big appeal to freedom of speech. He's like, well, we got to be allowed to say anything, guys, because of freedom of speech. And I was thinking to my wife, I was like, this shows how old the show is. This episode does. I told her this episode of the show is so old that it reaches back into the 90s when the left was the group defending freedom of speech. We don't have that anymore. It's the exact opposite now. They're the ones trying to cancel you if you share your opinion, if you share your truly held beliefs, and your beliefs are not total acceptance of, everyone's, let's say, objective moralism. 2, they used to be the ones who would fight for freedom of speech, because back then, they were the shakers and the movers. They were the ones testing the edge. They were the ones, using bad, naughty language and making fun of the Christians and making fun of the conservatives. Right, so they would be the ones who would push the edge, and then they would have to call for freedom of speech to protect themselves. 1 promo for Josh Martin. You ready, Josh? Here goes. And it was kind of sad because it's a total reversal from that today. Yeah, I was telling my wife, I was like, this episode shows how times have changed. It shows how in the 90s it was the left protecting the freedom of speech and asking for it and saying we need more of it. You got Rayquaza. Come on, Charizards. Cold. And cold. Sorry about that, Josh. That's 2 cold rounds of the celebrations. Let's find your bag, Josh. Things have really changed. Now it's you agree with us or you need to shut up, or even worse, you need to lose your job and be sent to jail. Now it's safe spaces and fact checkers. We got fact checkers now. Could you even imagine that? The fact checkers have found this to be false. I have a pretty big bag, says Josh. All right, Josh, let me check this JO overflow box. It makes me think, freedom of speech is not a left or a right thing. And claiming that you should have freedom of speech is just used by whichever group it's most expedient for. And seeking power is about controlling speech, controlling what people are allowed to think or what they're allowed to say. Next up, we got Christian Styles, Neo Pack Break. Okay, Christian Styles. If it's over, greatest Sneasel card. We'll probably start a new one if it's over, okay? Christopher Shutt says, hey, Mr. I have a bag. Can I get 5 Battle Region and a poker card? 5 Battle Region. This is for Christopher Shutt. What's up, Christopher? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we got 5 of these. Here's your poker card. Oh, my God. He just pulled the Charmander poker card. Woo! Super hot, Mr. Christopher. That's definitely one of the chase pulls in the poker set. The Ace of Clovers Charmander. Wow. There we go. Very nice. All right, cool. Got him, says Alex. Now we've got File Plume. Okay, we got 2 pulls here. Cleavor. And Typhlosion. The color on the poker set is legit. Oh my God, dude. Hyper rare Typhlosion. Bro. Christopher Shutt's getting the best pulls tonight, it looks like. Beautiful, man. Congratulations. There we go. Mister, somebody's blue pill in chat. I'm taking the blue pill. All right, here is... We hold this truth to be self-evident that all men are created under the, you know, the thing. Okay, here's Decidui. And we got 2 more hollows. All right, that's for Christopher Shutt. He can't keep getting away with it. Christopher, you're going to be probably over here. Aha. Yummy blue pill tastes like blueberry. I want some blueberry. Wow, congratulations, Christopher. What a night for you. Trevor Glasson. 4 Japanese star birth. I have a small bag in the tea overflow. 1, 2, 3, 4. While they had you looking at Russia and Ukraine, they are rolling out digital vaccine cards with QR within 24 states. Woo! Got to get that social credit score started somehow. Got to build the infrastructure for a social credit score somehow. I mean, it all goes hand in hand. You got World War III starting. You know, once we have the Great Reset and you own nothing and you'll be happy and your life will just be about making sure you meet the government's rules and having your passport card updated, right? Got to get these things done. Let's see. Trevor Glisson. So you say you're in one of the overflows, huh? Maybe run into Tyler Davis in here too. Tyler Nix, Trenton Burton, Tony Ball's in here. I've had this account since I was 13. Now he's 14. I'm just... Aha, Trevor Glisson. Have you ever cut the cards while opening them? All right, here we are. Oh, yeah, every time, man. There we go. Sweet. Next up, we got Brendan Anastasi. 1 Japanese 25th promo for Brendan Anastasi. All right, you ready? All right, Brendan. Oh! Charizard wasn't here! Oh, these are searched. Nope, we pulled Umbreon and Charizard. For Brendan Anastasi, there is the Charizard snipe. Oh, man, look at that. Another fantastically hot pull tonight. It's a good night after all. I would be happy to grade that for you, Brendan. Okay, Gregory Powers. 2 more Star Wars Series 3 for Gregory Powers. Mr. Gregory, instead of leaning back so far, let me just scooch closer to this so I don't fall over. I'll be getting that graded for sure. Some people got all the luck, says Shahir. It's true, it's true. Some people are luckiest in life, and some people are least lucky in life. That is how it goes. That's why charity, it's really is a good thing, you know. You got to be charitable. When life's treating you well, you got to appreciate that. Some people were dealt a tougher hand than you, and that if you're going to live with them in a society, you should help them out. You know what I mean? There we go. Mr. Don't need to message them anymore. Are your prices in USD? Yes, they are. Just need the Blasters promo and I'll have all 3. Mr. doesn't clip when he's in a hurry. Oh, right. I better clip that. There we go. Actually, the real reason we couldn't clip is because it takes 5 minutes to clip from the last scene. So, and when it pulled it, that was the first thing I thought about was we should make a clip of it. And I was like, no, it hasn't been 5 minutes since the last one. All right. Very good. There's your 2 packs of Star Wars 3 for Gregory Powers. Yeah, we're having a real problem right now where there's not enough room on this table for the amount of bulk we have, the amount of bags. All right, there we go. Mom, Mr. won't give me a free Charizard. All right, I'll do it. There we go. If mine is after, this will be the second time I missed the Zard by 1 pack, says Bizarre. Woo! I only think there's 1 promo pack left anyways. I think we're sold out after. So, now we have Giovanni Bonaire, 7 of the Brilliant Stars. And 2 Opus 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, Mr. Giovanni, and 2 Opus 1s. Dude, it's like daytime out there. Look at that. Dude, I gotta wrap it up over here, guys. I got work to get done. 6:20? Can you check that you put my cards in my bag? I had a large bag. Not sure if you made a second bag for you. Yes, I did. You have multiple bags. They all say Josh Martin. And that was the correct bag I put your cards into. I'm sure of it. Yes, you have multiple bags because your bag's too large. All right. You ready? Let's see what we got. We got Kokobo. We got Tifa. Aaron. Nice. Delita Vaughn, Oren, Leon. All right. Cool, man. It's a nice little round. I like that. Your other pack contains Anna Cross, Fang, Seymour Butts, Barbs, and Furion. What time did you start? We started very, very late. I accidentally slept in. I actually fell asleep on my phone. I don't think I could hear the phone go off because I was sleeping on it. So this is just your Final Fantasy. Let's get these Brilliant Stars open as well. Staravia. Haunch Crow. President Job Island. The rapidly rising with the I don't know who dude, why does he seem so much like that Jeff Dunham puppet? You know what I'm talking about? The old puppet? He is not all there. Here's Jolteon. I was actually watching footage of Joe Biden when he won the elections, and I think he has actually gotten worse, and we just don't really notice it because it's a gradual decline. He has definitely gotten worse than when he won the elections. Go watch like some election, like right after he wins the election, go watch some footage from that time period. You'll see right now he seems worse than he did back then. Really crazy. Marcel Torres says, let's try another 25th. Where's the Charizard? All right, that's my last 25th promo pack. I have a restock coming. Obviously, it was good stuff. We did find a Charizard. And let's see. So this is going to say sold out. All right. Mr. McDonald's is closing its locations in Russia. I'm skilled. Oh, look at this! You still pull a beautiful Blastoise. Not bad, man. Blastoise is still hot. All right, that's for Marcel Torres. You know, Marcel, in a best case scenario, you still pull a decent card like this, even if you missed the Charizard. That's great, man. No way, I need that. It was very close to you, Brendan. You missed by one. I've had people try and convince me that Biden is America's greatest president. Some people are brainwashed. I'm not allowed within 20 feet of schools. No transparent cards today. Mister, trade me a Venusaur for the Blastoise, please. All right. Very nice. How do we buy packs, Mister? I usually never get to make this stream. What's up, Super Toad? Check out the description. The description explains how it all works, okay? How can you add the stress of running a country to that old-ass man's alive? Shake my head. It's elderly abuse. Tomorrow's Mario Day. Really? Are you getting more promo packs? Yes, there's already more on the way. Brendan, it's tempting. I do love Venusaur. All right, cool. One last refresh just to double check for stragglers, and then we're all done, guys. If I wanted to get cards graded by you, would you send to Australia? Yeah, I would. We ship to Australia. All right, that's it. That's the end. Thank you so much, everyone. Sorry that the stream was so short. We started very late. Hopefully not a mistake we make in the next stream. Maybe I should have 2 alarms rather than 1. Have a nice night, everyone.